Let's start this motherfucking podcast. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Antihero podcast. Antihero podcast. Antihero podcast. Or is it the Wholehearted Entertainment podcast?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's not to say? Hell yeah. I'm glad you came, brother.
Yeah, I had to.
Hell yeah. How many podcasts have you done?
We are 9 in right now. Really, so we started in January.
And
if we kept consistent with it, we were going to try and do 2 a week. That did not last.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's schedules coincided.
Oh, yeah.
So after that, it was like, let me try and do, once a week. And then everybody's schedule still was bottled up. So it was just really, whenever we got to record,
Yeah.
you would try and record like 2 or 3 to get you at the very least 2 weeks ahead. And then if you just didn't get a video the third week, then it was just like, it happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
I fuck with that, bro. I really do fuck with that. Shout out the Antihero podcast. Do you say anti or anti? Or anti?
Let's see. Since we don't have a hyphen, I just say Annie.
Annie?
Antihero.
Antihero podcast.
Yeah.
So with a hyphen, it would be anti?
Yeah, I feel like you would have to enunciate the I at that point.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you censor all the curse words in all your podcasts?
No. Listen, that is ridiculously time consuming.
Oh, yes,
So,
it is.
I can't. The only reason I did it was because Tony wanted to be able, like, if his
Yeah.
folks looked it up, they wanted to have like a
I
nice
really didn't
presentation.
pay because I watched both of his, and he said that I think you had another one,
Yeah, I got one more.
but it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's gonna come out tomorrow at noon.
And which will probably be last week whenever I post this.
True.
But yeah, bro, that shit. Like, do you do it for all your, like, whenever you post on TikTok and shit too? Not TikTok, but you post on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We do. I tried to do it on Twitter, but I just haven't been consistent enough with it, so I just kind of like fell off the earth with that one. But every time, I usually have the YouTube gets every short.
Yeah.
Like I have one editor. My editor's in, what's it called? He's in Britain.
Oh
So,
fuck.
So,
wow.
In Britain.
yes.
Oh,
he,
shit.
He actually slid into the comment section of one of our oldest videos, and he was like, "Hey, I'm an editor," and I was like, "Shoot us a DM or email us." And so I was waiting, and I didn't think he was actually gonna do it. I thought it was like one of those bots.
Yeah.
And he actually hit me, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is the actual guy."
Oh
So,
wow.
Usually he's like, "You don't even have to send me the file. Just let me know what day it drops so I can check. I'll pound out 6 to 8 clips, and then we'll go from there." So I'll
Oh
just be rolling with him.
shit.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah.
How much he go for?
It's only $40. $40.
$40?
$40 a week. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now the thing is,
Whoa.
he's had his rough patches. Now the past
Oh,
2
yeah?
weks he's been hitting. Let me
Really?
tell you, he's been hitting because the last 3 shorts that I put on YouTube did 2,000, 2.4, and 2.7. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
we needed those views
Uh-huh.
because we needed those views for
Yeah.
growth. Right
You
now,
needed those views.
in an oversaturated market for podcasting.
Oh,
you need
yeah.
every view can come by.
For real. It really is. It's tough out here for the fucking podcast world, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck it though. We staying afloat.
Yeah.
Fuck the views anyways.
I'm giving it one solid year. I need
One solid year?
One solid year of consistent effort. So
Uh-huh.
next July, when it rolls around,
Uh-huh.
if I'm not monetized and sitting comfortably, like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my groove,
Yes, sir.
then I'm gonna have to sit there and I'm gonna have to reevaluate my life
I fuck with that.
because it's a beast.
It's a beast.
I'll say that.
Yes, sir. It's a beast. And we're just waiting to be fucking demonetized before we get monetized.
Yeah.
For sure. We don't give a shit on this podcast, bro.
It's pretty crazy podcast.
We don't give a motherfuck on this one. For real. We say and do what the hell ever.
I saw.
Yeah, some of that shit, bro, may be against the YouTube community guidelines. And we're just waiting for them to catch on.
Yeah.
See, they don't worry about it right now because they can slap ads on your videos and not pay you.
Yeah.
It's when they have to pay you, then they're gonna be like, let's see, at the 11-minute and 27 time mark, you said this line right here, and it kind of goes against this part of our policy.
Yeah.
I don't really know if we can Continue, we're gonna have to hit you with that yellow mark.
So we're thinking about like doing like Patreon and shit.
Yeah,
Like Patreon or maybe like a GoFundMe.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. We might need to do something.
Like a workaround or something.
Yeah,
That way you don't
work around. Or maybe fucking file workers' comp for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
hey, there's something.
Like we're mentally injured. We need to get fucking money. You think YouTube will give it to us? I can pass a drug test.
I can pass one too.
Can you really?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I fuck with that.
100%.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
Ooh, it's been a break. I'm definitely 2 years clean.
Really?
Definitely
2 years?
2 years.
Of everything? Stopped doing meth like 5 years ago.
I could never. I'm not gonna lie. So there's always a line. There's always a line. Listen. You ever see one of those signs on the road where it's like the vegans do them, where it's like it shows like horses and lizards and everything. It's like, where do you draw the line? And then there's the meme where the one guy draws the line right there, and he's like, right about here, and it goes cow, chicken, pig.
Yep.
Like that sort of thing. It's kind of like that, where it's like a small chunk of the extracurricular activities that you can partake in, and I'm just like, this is cool. And then you reach that line where it's like, do I really want to stick myself? Do I really want to just line something up on the table with a credit card?
Like you might eat a lizard every now and then.
People that eat bugs are wild. I can't. Like it's one thing to see it in other people's cultures, but for me to eat a fried cricket on my plate, I can't.
What about a centipede?
That's wild.
Definitely not. That's worse.
You would never eat a centipede?
Like a spider. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I bet they have a lot of protein.
I don't know.
What if it's like a hack? What if like spiders or centipedes have like 80 grams of fucking protein in it?
See, that would be different. Now we're talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Just put it in a blender.
Just put it in a blender. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
A lot
I gotta
of fruits
mix it
and
with
stuff in
something.
it.
Yeah.
Fruits
and vegetables.
Yeah.
I need something with some more regular flavor.
What about shrooms? You ever done shrooms?
No, I haven't.
No?
I did LSD one time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
That was wild.
It was wild?
Yeah. Not wild in the sense of like I did really anything, but I took it the night before I had work. I used to work at Zaxby's as a manager, and so they would send me from store to store. And at the time, what was I? I was like an hour 15 away from my house. So I used to just stay out there. Sometimes I sleep in my car. Sometimes I sleep at a worker's crib, whatever the case may have been.
Yeah.
And that night, I was back home. My friend gave me a little cue card that had a drop on it. So he's like, bro, tonight before you take it, I want you to call me. I was like,
tonight?
I was like, all right, I got you.
At night?
See, the thing was,
you didn't know.
I have a high tolerance for literally anything, so it just didn't bother me. I was like, on this little cue card, fuck it, let's go. Let's go. So I called him at night, and I'm sitting there laying in the bed. He's like, all right, so you're going to put it on your tongue. I'm just going to sit there. And when I tell you to take it off, I want you to take it off. It's like, all right, cool. I got you. So we're sitting there. He's like, all right, take it off. Because he was doing it at the same time.
How long did you have it on there?
I don't remember. I guess my time afterwards was skewed. It wasn't very long. It had to have been like 30 seconds, no longer than a minute. Probably.
30 seconds? Whoa.
Maybe it was a little longer. It wasn't anything crazy.
Bro, we always kept ours on our fucking tongue until it completely was barely until it was like
until the paper was like
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we was like chewing on it. Like you ever had like one of those paper cups? You ever like tore like a piece off and like chewed on it?
Oh, I get what you
yeah,
mean.
something like that.
Okay.
Exactly. Or like a piece of napkin or paper or something. That's what it felt like. And we would just chew on it.
I think that would have sent me. Because once we did it or whatever, I was just chilling. He's like, hey man, you all right? I was like, yeah. And he was significantly lighter than me.
Yeah.
Like at the time, I was probably like 205.
Yeah.
He was like 150. So he obviously got the effects much earlier than I did.
Yeah.
And so he's just talking about some shit he's seeing or whatever. And he's like, I can't walk very comfortably right now, dude. And he just starts giggling. And I'm like, I was like, bro, should I have really thrown it out? I'm not feeling nothing yet. And sure as shit enough, as soon as you say you don't feel it,
yep,
that's
boom,
when
right
it
there.
happens.
With anything.
Every time.
But it's not hitting on shit. Boom, right there. And so I'm sitting there, and I just start laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't shit funny. I'm sitting in a room. I have nothing on the walls. I have a TV mounted, and I just have a bed.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is funny? But I'm just like, fucking TV.
Yeah.
So I busted out laughing. There's nothing
That shit's
funny.
hilarious.
And then I went over to the window.
And then you
it
started
was
busting
it
out
was a
laughing.
full moon, bro. And I opened the blinds. I was like, fucking moon. I started dying right there.
Yeah. Damn.
It was weird. It was something that
Weird.
like I would do it again.
Yeah.
In a more vibrant setting, just to see how crazy it gets.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like everybody has like a level where it's like they reach it, and then it just kind of like ruins your experiences going forward. So I just want to make sure I never reach like that point.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing.
You're not trying to reach the tipping point.
Yeah.
Like a bad trip.
Yeah.
Don't want to have fun.
Did you have like? Well, I guess you did have like strong emotions. Like I guess.
Yeah.
Well, usually acid is more like euphoric than say like any other psychedelic.
Yeah.
Especially shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those can be euphoric, but you know
It's
what
more
I'm
of a
saying.
coin flip.
Yeah, it's more of a coin flip. You may feel you good, you may not. Depends where you at. Depends what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you're a lot taller than I thought you would be. If you want me to be honest with you.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
the
100%.
fuck?
It's a woman.
Hey, what's up? We got you a spot on the podcast. Oh, you're going right now? Okay. Well, welcome to the podcast. Oh, yeah, that's Sierra. Sierra's pretty chill. Yeah, we was actually just talking about you. No, I'm just kidding. We actually wasn't talking about you. How tall are you, bro?
6'4".
6'4".
Yeah.
Damn. I fuck with that.
It's-
You're pretty
it's
tall.
fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun sometimes.
How's the weather up there?
Hey, man, I just get the sun a little bit faster than you guys.
Yeah.
Anything that's
Yeah.
up there, before
Yeah.
you get it, I get it like right there.
Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah.
that. Hell yeah.
The
See-
only issue with that is like your knees are supposed to go out faster. So every time like I'm in
Oh.
a seated position or whatever,
Uh-huh.
or if I happen to get on my knee to like look under a couch and I start to get up and I feel that pop where that
Uh-huh.
ACL is, I'm like, God, not today. God, not today. God, not today. And then I get
Yeah.
up, I'm like, woo, we're good.
How much you squat? I see you got them thighs, bro.
Man, look,
You got them squatting thighs.
I need to get back in the gym.
Uh-huh.
Probably around peak, probably around 410.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
it was like a once a week lifting type thing.
Yeah.
As far as like legs, because I prefer legs obviously more than arms.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
me personally, because to me I'm an extremely reasonable and rational person.
Uh-huh.
I walk with these things. So if these
Yeah.
aren't sturdy, there's no way me having an upper body is
Yeah.
concerning anybody.
You walk with those? You use those to walk?
I need definition.
Hell yeah. The definition of some walkers. I fuck with that. Yeah, Tony got some fucking thick ass thighs. Bro said that he fucking be lifting like 620.
625 on squat.
625?
When he told me that, 'cause he was
Bro.
like, yeah, my bench around 375. I said, God. And I was like, bro, how much you squat? Because I know you squat more than me.
Uh-huh.
He said, well, because I was like, I remember in high school he hit 500.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah, because I hit 500 in high school. And I was like, oh, you went down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe for like to get more athletic, it was just like less of that particular compound lift, and he went for something more like broad jumps is technically better than like vertical jumps.
Yeah.
For like different muscle groups. So I thought it was one of those. And he's like, oh no, I went up
Oh, shit.
625. And I was like,
Damn.
bro, that's not how you lead into that.
Damn. Hell no. I could never imagine that shit.
It's a
That's
lot
a
of weight.
lot of
That's
weight.
a lot of weight.
Yes, sir. I got to see it to believe it, Tony.
When you see the bar
Where you
bend,
at?
you know.
You said what?
When you see the bar bend, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No way around that.
No way around that shit. You know how to play chess?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know anymore. See, the thing was,
I feel you on that. I thought I was good. Where the heck are you going? To the dollar store in booty shorts? Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you stop on the way? Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. We'll see you in a little bit. I'll be timing you. I know exactly how long it takes to get from the dollar store to here and here to the dollar store. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Anyways, bro. Hell yeah. I fuck with that shit. Chess. So you're bad at it.
Okay, so I used to be pretty straight, right?
Uh-huh.
Ironically, my dad wasn't really a big sports kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I was the first person out of my family that like really got into sports for real.
Uh-huh.
But my dad was always like, he's more of a business-minded person, investments, that sort of thing. So I have a decent amount of knowledge as far as that goes.
Yeah.
And the different types of accounts and like a little bit of information on tax codes. But his thing was always chess.
Yeah.
Because he worked a lot of like manual labor jobs, like man jobs.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a manicure. It's fading, but
Let's see that shit.
bro, it's falling apart. I need
Oh, shit.
now.
Got your nails done.
Yeah, it's
Hell
kind
yeah.
of therapeutic. Therapeutic.
We'll touch on that in a minute. We'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
to that.
Oh yeah. Now the thing with him was he would get home after 10, 12 hours, and obviously he doesn't want to go outside and play basketball or throw a football around.
Yeah.
So while he would be cooking dinner, he'd say, "Go grab the chessboard."
Yeah.
Bring the chessboard over, and we play a game of chess.
Oh,
And it
shit.
took forever before I could actually beat him because obviously, as a child with very few concepts of reasoning or anything, like you're ass.
Yeah.
You're just ass.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's the constant thing of you can't move that piece there. Do you really want to move that piece there?
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you just say you consciously understand that when he says certain things and reading his facial expressions, he either doesn't know what's going on or he's trying to feint you, and it's just like, okay,
Yeah. So you learned as a kid.
yeah.
Oh, so you pretty good at chess, ain't you?
See, I might have fell out.
See.
It's been a while.
See, I usually, whenever people come over here and we play chess, I usually can hold my own. You know what I'm saying? But Tony came over here, and I ain't gonna lie, he beat me.
Yeah.
Really?
He beat me
Tony's good at
the
chess.
second game though.
Yeah, it
He
was
beat me
one-
the second
one
game.
for one.
Yeah, it was 1-for-1, and I gotta play him again, and I gotta beat him.
I was about to say, Tony being intelligent at chess, a wild card right there.
He's not that bad. I ain't gonna lie, he ain't that bad. He is not that bad. I ain't gonna lie, usually people lose whenever they come over here and we play. But he's been the only person to beat me since
really?
we've been here. Yeah,
Nice.
since we've been here. Like Brad, his dad used to beat me. He's beat me a few times. Honestly, that was back in the day, though. That was back in the day.
That was back in the day.
Back in his prime.
And Seth was about to leave yesterday, and he was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna pull up a chair and watch this because Tony started beating me.
'cause I was like, this is an anomaly.
Yeah, but we'll play after this.
Okay.
We'll play after this. We'll run that shit up.
For sure.
Hell yeah. So you bring your questions for me?
See, I off the top of my head, that
You
was the
thought
thing.
I was gonna be prepared.
I usually have. Okay,
Oh
so
shit! You actually do have a list.
I don't know. See, the thing was,
Oh.
ironically, with Tony on the podcast, we got off track at a lot of different points.
Yeah.
Where he'd bring up something.
Yeah.
And I went to college for mass communications and broadcasting.
Oh yeah.
So I enjoyed being an on-camera talent as opposed to working the camera. I understand how to work the camera, and everything, but I'd rather sit there and either be fed lines or work through the process as I go.
Yeah.
I just enjoy that thinking component of it. And so I had a list of, I want to say, 12 questions for the first pod that I had him on. We got through 6 because I kept either he was branching off or I started branching off based off of the responses that he gave.
Here, bro. We can get this a little closer.
Oh yeah,
My fault, bro. I didn't mean to smack you in the face with it.
I couldn't tell how on it I needed to be.
There
because I
you
remember
go.
I saw the one.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, we only got like halfway through the questions that I had, and then I realized it was an unorthodox interview because I asked him about like his playing career and like what got him to pick up the camera, but I didn't ask him like when you watch most podcasts, they're like, what's your body count? What's your weirdest sexual fantasy? Like those sort of things. Like, and they have like a consistent like 3 or 4 questions where they'll ask every guest.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to ask him any of those questions, so I was just sitting there like,
Damn.
But I was like, oh, he'll be back.
That's all right.
Sure enough, he was.
Yeah, he got the interview. That's why I didn't really interview Tony. It was just a bullshit one.
Yes, sir.
So this guy's got that interview on his podcast channel. Go fucking check that shit out now.
we got the sauce. You know
Actually, go check it out after you watch this. Okay.
what I'm saying? Yeah, finish that episode.
Yeah, finish this one first, and then go and watch that for sure. But hell yeah, bro. I actually fuck with that.
Oh yeah.
You actually are pulling some shit up? We can just go off the dome if you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so
I never.
Everything here is just like kind of free
Everything
form.
here is just fucky.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I
Hell
try
yeah.
to see the
Agrees
thing.
with it.
Wacky.
It's just wacky and shitty and funky.
See, when I first started out, I just had like no frame of reference for how I want to do it. Like I watched a bunch of podcasts, but it was always a thing of everybody has like their own style as far as how they start the pod. Like the first set of questions. Some people like they'll do like a question of the week kind of thing where it'll be like your worst breakup experience, and then they'll rattle off some things on Twitter on their poll. Well, my Twitter's not jumping enough to ask a question like that. And then get some actual responses.
I feel you.
And you got to have some juicy responses if you're going to sit there and run it the whole time. And I haven't reached that point, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, so usually I'll try and start with like a mental health check. Just ask somebody, how's your day going?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
What's going on with your life lately?
Oh.
And obviously it's easier when you have reoccurring like people on it. Or like usually so I'm the oldest of 7.
Yeah.
And the first 5 of us are boys. The last 2 are girls. So I've had the brother that's just under me, who has his own channel, Ayende's Graveyard. Go check it out.
Hell yeah. It's what again?
Ayende's Graveyard.
Say that again?
Ayende.
Ayende?
Yeah.
Spell that.
Ayinde.
Ayende Graveyard.
Ayende is apostrophe S. Yeah.
Oh, Ayende's Graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
He makes those
Go
videos
fucking watch that shit.
Yeah. He actually got some entertaining content. He makes videos that like streamers will react to. It's like not quite Meat Canyon, but like he's telling some sort of story with like a bunch of different images, that type of thing. And it was actually because he started, I'm not going to say he was blowing off the podcast, but there would be times where he'd be like just busy work. He's like, I'm working on my own thing, bro. I can't do it right now. And so at that point, it was like, I understand he's working on his content, but it was like, if he's doing his own thing and I'm not posting anything, whenever he drops something, that shit has to be gold.
Yeah.
Or it has to show promise. Like you can't sit there and be like, bro, I can't record today, bro. I can't record today. And then you drop some hot ass. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
Now, when he put up the first video, I was like, okay, I understand. And I also understood why it was so time consuming for him to do it.
Yeah.
Because the way he does his, it has to take him at least 2 weeks between coming up with the phrase that he's going to say and then finding the images that'll best suit like the storyline that he builds.
Oh, shit.
And once I got to that, I was just like, okay, it makes sense now. And they're funny. They're intended to be funny. So it has a lot of catch value. And so I want to say the 2 videos ago, it set out, it was like the people, celebrities with the most Riz or whatever. And it got up to 800 views. And then that was it. And then he dropped the next one. And it was, I had it pulled up. It was.
That's crazy.
Non-human characters I want to smash.
Yeah.
He does He does it with no capital, so it's all lowercase, like it's the middle of a sentence type of thing. Even the I's lowercase. So I was like, bro, why would you put it like that?
Yeah, it needs to all be capital.
You think?
Yeah.
But then it was the first one to hit 1,000.
Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Exactly, some catch value.
Yeah.
But then it was like 1.2, 1.3.
So these are his actual videos that he's posting. It ain't like shorts or anything.
No, it's a full. It's a
Yeah, hell yeah! I fuck with that shit.
The rating. Oh,
I fuck with that shit heavy.
The rating celebrities Riz one is at 3K. It was just literally yesterday at like 1.2.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, his videos are catching now, and he went from having like 40 subscribers to over the past 2 weeks, he's now at 273. So he's gonna get monetized first.
Hell yeah! I fuck with that.
Congrats to him. He's gonna
Hell
get monetized
yeah.
for the podcast, for my personal channel. So.
Well, welcome to the Wholehearted Entertainment Podcast, where we only have 3 listeners. We only have 2 subscribers. And that's it, you know? And we have shitty podcasts.
Hey, it's a process. Everything you do is a process, I guarantee.
We don't give a fuck here, bro. We'll do and say whatever the fuck.
Bro, I'm not gonna
Do you fuck with that?
Of course. The biggest thing was like shorts is such a gratifying thing because when you're a small podcast like we are and you're getting like 10 views your first day.
Yes, sir.
It is so fucking disheartening. You'll sit there for an hour and a half recording. You'll have to cut certain parts out and then you'll just throw the rest up there. You're like, something has to catch. And then 11 views. And then at the end of the first week, you're at 24. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like fish. Like, literally.
Yeah, I usually don't give a fuck about that shit. I usually, like, whenever I just post it, honestly, I don't even look at the shit. If you want me to be honest with you. I really don't even look at it. I just post and then on to the next one. And then post and then on to the next one.
I do go back and look at it,
every
couple days.
And you tell me about it.
Yeah, like the last day.
And you'll tell me, and I'm like, whoa,
I'll go to, like,
that's
the
crazy as
information
fuck.
page of, like, where it gives you, like, all the details about, like, Instagram and the details about, like, like everything about it. And at the very bottom, it's got, like, your total views.
Yeah.
And, like, I looked at it, and I think it's went up, like, 200 in the last day or two.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it was like...
That's wild.
It was at less than 1,000 earlier this week, but I think it's at... Last time I checked, it was at 1,500.
And then we got a Clips channel, too. Yeah. We got a whole separate Clips channel.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because I saw the main channel, and I was watching the podcast. I was like, dang, they need some clips on this.
Yeah.
Some clips. The clips would jump.
I got the Ace of Hearts brand. That's what that's on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. The Ace of Hearts brand. Go check that shit out. That's the Clips. And, yeah, we just do what the fuck ever. If we get demonetized, fuck it. Hey. We're still in it. Hey. We're still in this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
We're going to get paid either way. Whether it be YouTube or fucking prostitution.
Trapping.
Hey, something's going to work.
Trapping.
Yeah. Something is going to work.
We might trap out this bitch. Fuck it. Hell yeah, how much you need? How much you need, and we will proceed.
Hey, something's got to catch one way or another.
Yes, sir. And if it catches, cool. If it don't, fuck them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's as simple as that.
I have no expectations.
What did MJ say? The ceiling is the floor.
The ceiling is the floor.
That was the craziest phrase ever.
Yes, sir.
People ran with it.
The ceiling is the floor. It really is. Hey. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, I forgot what the fuck I was going to ask you. I was going to ask... I'm just saying a whole bunch of bullshit right now because I'm trying to like
You're trying to collect your thoughts, but you're like, in the meantime, you're trying to find some filler.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, don't you fuck with this fucking bullshit podcast. It really is bullshit. Hell yeah, we'll just fucking jump right into it, bro. So which fucking imaginary character would you bang?
See, he did non-human on his.
Non-human?
Yes. Now his was
non-human, yeah. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, non-human.
Because if you just do imaginary, you can do a cop out and be like Dexter's mom.
Oh shit!
Or something like that, or Elastigirl, something like that.
Oh, bro, but Elastigirl?
Obviously.
You don't
have to worry about breaking her neck or anything. You can do whatever.
Oh God!
Anything,
bro. Holy shit! Wild. That is wild.
Anything.
She can turn into anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that. She turned into a damn boat. What else could you want,
bro? If she turned into an animal. Okay, hold on, no. Hear me out. Let's just think about this. Let's just think about this for a second.
Okay.
If Elastigirl, say you're fucking a girl, and they are able to turn into whatever the fuck that they want to turn into.
Okay.
What if you're fucking her? You just hit that G spot, and then she turns into a duck.
Does she start quacking after that? That's my only.
As you're fucking her, you're fucking a duck, bro.
But is it like... Well, it's like... Does she...
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, but...
Are you cool with fucking the duck?
Listen, I gotta know if it quacks. If it doesn't quack, it's easier to like keep it as this is my girl. But
yeah, you can just close your eyes.
Starts quacking.
Yeah.
As soon as she starts quacking, I'm like...
Like she just accidentally... Like she has these superpowers that she can turn into whatever she wants to, and then you hit the G spot, and then she accidentally turns into a fucking duck.
That duck cussy be hitting.
That's the cussy. Yes, sir. That's all you can say. I fuck with that. Elastigirl, what's the next one? Raven from Teen Titans. Please say that.
I honestly would have said Starfire.
Starfire. Or Starfire.
Yeah,
Starfire's more feminine.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Starfire.
She just has a more bubbly energy about herself. Like it's
definitely
more positive.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Raven's not a terrible one, but like if her powers go out of control, I'm probably getting sucked into the demon realm.
Yeah, I'd be worried about getting killed.
But Raven though, like she low key. She's one of the goth girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Man, You remember that one episode where they split off all her personalities, and they had to catch them all back.
Oh,
and they all had
yes.
different color capes on.
They're like the white one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was hard.
Yeah.
That one was hard.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
It was
about.
hard watching it.
Yeah.
So,
oh shit.
Man. Look,
Damn.
Now, one thing that I didn't think my brother was gonna put in his video was he went for Applejack from what's it from My Little Pony. You remember they had the animated series?
Yeah, but I never.
I cannot explain to you why, as a damn near 20-year-old man, I was watching that show. I think my sisters were watching it or whatever, and I just happened to be in there. And then I would end up watching it whenever it was on the TV on my own. And I was like, I would never allow myself to get into that stan category of those people that were just like obsessed with them.
Yeah.
But I was like,
you was obsessed with them, what you?
Nah.
Nah.
I wouldn't go Applejack though. I couldn't go Twilight Sparkle.
You remember their names?
Bro, I remember a couple. Ancient memories stay locked in the vault. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Now, what was it? It was the one that was like athletic. She was blue and she had rainbow hair.
Yeah.
And she was like, not like a punk kind of character, but like a tomboyish in a way.
Yeah.
And that was funny. I understood why he picked Applejack, and like imagining if Applejack was a human. Yeah, that'd probably be hard.
Last girl I knew that was a tomboy turned into a transgender.
Well, switching sides.
Switching sides.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the only transgender I know, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I just remember her as like a girl, like whenever we was younger in elementary school, and she would always be like I was cool with her. I really was. And I would always tell me that she was like a tomboy. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, that's crazy. And then...
the time came.
And then the
time came.
The time came. Yep. Damn. I would shout her out, but...
she might not like it.
Yeah, she might not like it. I want to get her on the podcast. Him. We want to be politically correct here.
Dude, now let me stop. I try to be politically correct myself.
Yeah, if you want to be on the Antihero podcast, Antihero podcast, that's where you can be politically incorrect. Here, we're very professional. Yeah. Well, you think I'm fucking around?
I got to be very, careful about what I say sometimes, because it's okay to see. Listen, this is my thing, right? I used to be a raging liberal,
Oh, did you really?
Democrats on everything.
Oh, yeah?
Not to the annoying degree, but to the degree where, like, I don't care what your argument is for liking Trump. Fuck that guy. But then as time went by, see, that was the thing of me not watching politics, just hearing narratives. When you hear a narrative and everybody repeats the narrative, it just becomes a groupthink type of deal, and everybody thinks the same thing.
Yeah.
But when you actually sit down and you watch an interview, you're like, bro, he said what in that interview? Bro, what interview was this? And you watch the interview all the way through, you be like, bro, y'all fucking cherry picked.
Exactly.
And that's not even the context he used it in. But that's what they do with a lot of people. And it's like, he was just the latest one, and it was funny. And the one it was Dave Chappelle on one of his shows where he was talking about the tax codes, and he was like, it's the one part, he has the one bit where he's like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
People were really fucking with Trump in the beginning, and everybody had a problem with him. But the reason why I understand why people liked him, because when he first went on stage, he's a white male billionaire, and he said, the system's rigged. And and then you had Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama on the other side looking over at him saying, no, it's not. And then he said, then Hillary Clinton tried to fire back talking about the tax codes. She was like, he doesn't pay his taxes. And he said, that makes me smart. And I was like, me understanding tax codes, I was like, they're not designed to help everybody. They're designed to help intelligent people. So if you don't understand them, him taking advantage of what's there isn't his fault. That's like him knowing.
It doesn't mean that he's breaking laws.
Exactly. He's using the laws to his advantage. That's all it is. It's like having a million spices in your pantry, but you only know what 10 of them do.
And then he did that one line. He was like, I use them just like you do.
Exactly.
Or some shit like that.
He's like, you could change the tax codes, but I know you won't, because your donors and the people that endorse you all benefit from the same ones as
all
me.
of them do.
And it's like, it's factually accurate. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that logic.
For real.
It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And like even in office, do I agree with everything he said? Of course not. But he was a funny guy because he was unapologetically himself.
What do you
And
disagree with?
Sometimes he toted a little bit. Listen, I love women. I fuck women. I would never fuck a man. So that just tells you how much I love women. I'm exclusively for women.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, he toted the line of misogyny a little too hard at certain points. But other times I was like, this guy's a fucking comedian. What are you mad about him? She's wearing a short skirt. He made a joke about the short skirt. Are you really? Is that the pressing issue? We have we have the most slaves in child sweatshops over everywhere else. But we're worried about my president making a joke about Charlene's short miniskirt. The bitch came to work in it. What are we talking about right now? Is this really what we want to spend our time on? And then him and Putin just going back and forth and having their conversations, and everybody saying, "Oh, he's in cahoots with him." I was like, I mean, first of all, factually inaccurate. Secondarily, even if it was true, is the U.S. and Russia really having an alliance the worst thing behind closed doors? Let's face it. Do we want to have a whole nuclear deal? No, we don't. Speaking of which, China and India, you know how they border along the mountains, right?
Yeah.
A weird, I know, random facts 101. So they can't determine where the actual border is in the mountains. And they keep pushing for and against certain areas. And because they both have over 1 billion people in their nations, and they still want to argue the point, they literally said, we're going to fight it out. We're going to send troops over there, and we're going to decide where these lines are until one of us gives up. But the stipulations, no guns, no missiles, none of that.
Straight fist fight.
Fists, swords, like straight
like
medieval
shit. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Like to the point where in the Indians, credit to them, they decided to use tridents and electrified them. There was nothing against that in the agreement that they had. But it's just wild to think that two developed countries in their government said, I don't know where this line is. I don't know where your yard begins and mine ends. But I'll tell you, it's a fuck more over there. And you know what? I'm going to send my people over here, and they're going to draw the line. And if you have a problem, you can fight with my representatives.
Yep.
And they're not going to shoot you. So you better not fucking shoot back, bitch.
Yep.
Because I got more missiles than you.
And we're going to send fucking minotaurs and shit like that.
Hey, they're doing
Bring out the fucking Krakens.
They're doing the damn thing.
They're doing it.
Damn Narnia.
Damn Narnia. They don't give a shit.
In modern day. In modern day. I'm not going to lie.
For real. It really is.
Like,
sending out horses and shit.
Bro.
Bow and arrows.
Bow and arrows.
Anything.
Yes, sir.
Anything. Bro.
Hell yeah.
World War I is a sick time period to think about. And a lot of people don't even realize. Because it's like, that was when you had people fighting with bows and arrows. You had people fighting with swords. And then you had your first guns that were becoming even remotely
first, like,
more
automatic weapons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For the first time ever. And you had trench clearing guns. It wasn't like a machine gun, so to speak. But I mean, if you jump into a pit and then it releases all the pins upon firing, it's going to kill something.
Yeah, and
it's
like grenades and shit.
Exactly. And it's just
hand grenades.
Literally the whole spectrum of weapons that were being used. If you said, name a war where all these weapons were used, nobody would guess.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that was the time. There had to be a coming of age moment. It's not like we all decided to build guns and then just never use them until everybody had guns. No, fuck you. I have my gun. Either you're gonna give me the shit I want, or I'm gonna take it from you. That's what it was.
Shit.
That's what it was, man.
Damn.
I don't know.
That's tough. Kind of got on a tangent there from Trump.
Slippery slope, man.
That's all right, bro. That's all right. So you don't fuck with Biden?
I feel bad for Biden because he got put in the worst position possible. Like listen. Let me get real close. I want you to feel intimate.
Okay, I'm listening.
I love black people. Oh, look at my African Americans. Aren't they the greatest? I love them.
I thought you said you wasn't Democratic, so you can't love black people.
See, they don't. Well, technically, if I'm a Democrat, I have to love black people because they pretend to love black people all the time. That's why they get their vote.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great because they say they're going to help us with tax breaks and all this other stuff, but none of the shit's designed to help us. And then you don't teach the people how to use the breaks that you give. And it's like, great job. Stimulus check? Stimulus check.
And everyone's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Listen to him.
We're killing people overseas, but don't focus on that. Gay marriage, you want it? I got it.
We're going to legalize it again.
Hey, but I'm dropping that new update. Forget what they got all new. Yo, I'm not going to lie. The submarine? Bro, the submarine was a crazy storyline, especially when after the news like fell off and then on TikTok you saw all the stories about all the shit that was happening government-wise and all the bills that were getting passed while that shit was going on. I was like, bro.
Yep. And nobody knew. Nobody gave a fuck.
It's like, yo, the news media is so paid off to that degree.
Definitely.
To that degree that I have to have Bill the accountant from 3 hours away from me talking on TikTok for me to know what the hell happened. And what just got passed. This bill affects everybody over here, or it affects these people, or there was an explosion at a factory and dyes got released into the atmosphere and now it's fucking up the environment. And I'm just finding out about this now. I'm 2 weeks too late.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's interesting.
It really is interesting once you start getting into that shit.
Yeah. But I feel sorry for Biden because he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know. He
doesn't even know what, like where he's at.
He doesn't understand half this. It appears. I'm going to say this because I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I'm not going to pretend to. I'm not going to get myself killed about it. You know what I'm saying? But he just, every time he takes a stage, I thought people were like, I knew people were clipping out of context what Trump was saying. But when people would start trying to make Biden look bad and trying to clip him, I was like, there's no way this is genuinely like what he did. This has to be like some AI generated, or this has to be like you're picking and just perfectly splitting off the clips.
Yeah.
There's no way. And then I watched an interview all the way through and I was like, he's not fucking real. Of Biden. Like talking at a convention. I was like, bro, there's no way. And then there was one time he didn't go to Italy. He went to somewhere in Europe and he was talking alongside their head leader and they finished speaking and then he had like a short blurb, no more than like 10 sentences. And he's fucking up the whole time, saying a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
Like gibberish,
yes,
literally.
And then he starts talking about his memories. Back in the day when I was going home from school, my mom made apple pie and the sky was twinkling.
God, bro.
And the bus almost hit my dog. And it's like, bro, what the? Get him off. Why would y'all play him like that?
Yeah.
Why? He makes us look crazy.
Yeah.
And Kamala Harris is no better. And the reason why I have to go to the I had to have my little I love black people part was the ones that voted for Kamala Harris just because she has black in her is absolutely outrageous to me. Because the number of blacks that she's single-handedly been responsible for putting in prison for simple things they didn't do, even simple drug charges, is absolutely egregious to me. And the fact that you just want to sweep that under the rug, say, oh, first black vice president. Yeah. Technically, for a minute, she was also the first black female, or I guess minority female or woman, acting president. When he got his surgery, at one point he was out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and she had to be the acting person.
Really?
So
oh wow!
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
What the fuck?
Technically, she's the first one, but we're not going to recognize that. I refuse to. If it's a factual debate, then I have to concede it because I'm not one of those people that's going to keep arguing a point when I'm wrong just because I don't feel like I should be wrong.
Yeah.
Women. But
you think that there would be a good female president?
Who? There would be one, period, or
no?
her?
I said, do you think that there would be a good female president at any point in time?
It is possible. But in all likelihood, it'll probably be a figurehead candidate who's been groomed into that role to the point where she's being controlled just like every other president.
Yeah.
Because people have this weird misconception that the presidents have like all total control of everything that goes on. The presidents don't even make the damn laws.
For real.
Matter of fact, Biden and them vetoed some bill that Congress had tried to send through regarding what was it? It was like I don't remember. It was something like healthcare related. He vetoed it, and then they passed it anyways with a 2/3 vote. So it was like a system of checks and balances. Then it goes to the
House.
Yeah, and they had one where it was the student debt loan relief thing.
Yeah,
they drafted that bill, sent it to him. He finally
that shit is a joke.
It was getting voted down in the beginning, and then it finally got to him. He signed it. They sent it to the judicial, and the jury said, "This shit's unconstitutional. Take this shit back."
For real.
Like, wow. It's like,
Wow. Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about the just completely just obliterating student debt?
I mean, to me, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I feel like, because the thing is, you can't just make money disappear. We already have a problem of printing money. We printed money to go help Ukraine. And it's like, okay, I understand that our money is no longer backed by the gold standard because we just gave up all our gold. So now guns is our thing. So if we're not the strongest military, our money has no power.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing to always remember in the back of your head. So we can say us going to other countries and claiming we're freedom. This is for freedom. This isn't for oil. This isn't for resources. This is for iron. We're trying to free their people. I want you to know that right now. We're going to send them, give them 4 million tons of American liberation right there.
Yes, sir.
Like that whole sort of thing. Like, we can say, oh, that's not what it is. They just want to take over and control that area of the world. And it's like, yeah, I'm one of the beneficiaries of it. But at the same time, as soon as we gave up the gold and the metal that was the backing of our resources and our monetary value, guns is all we have. So we have to stand on it. It's kind of like when you make a bad joke and everybody takes you serious. So now you have to double down because you can't backtrack because they're not going to let you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be, no, you meant that shit when you, or else you wouldn't have said it. Why did you say it if you didn't mean it? That sort of thing. I have to double down on it now.
Yeah.
So we've reached a point where we're just going to have to keep going down the rabbit hole. And I don't know, man. China's been going crazy, though.
China has been going crazy, though. What do you think about that? Wait, hold on. Before we go on. So you don't, I guess what I was asking is that did you like it? Like the student debt relief?
I wouldn't have benefited anyways. So, I mean, for me, it was a shoulder shrug. I'm not one of those people that was ever going to go to a big name college like any big name university, honestly.
But did you already go through college?
Yeah, I'm about to go back low key, depending on how my media career goes over this next year. I'm giving myself 1 solid year to either be successful or be a failure and say I did what I tried. I set out to complete a mission. I failed at the mission, and that's why I'm taking this other avenue. I can accept failure. I can't accept not trying. Yeah. So I will be going back for school counseling because I want to have a good floor. If this goes to the moon, then I'm on the moon. Yeah. Right. But at worst case scenario, if I go back for school counseling, base level salary $60,000 outlook, which I don't know how the economy is going to be looking then. $60,000 might look like $40,000 now. But if it's roughly proportional, then I feel comfortable where I'll be sitting at.
Do you think though, if you have a safety net, that it'll kind of hold you back too, because you always know that there's something there just in case?
That's an interesting one, and for a lot of people, that does hold them back. But for me, it's a thing of I have to find other motivations outside of it. So I don't even think about that whole thing because since it's grad school, I'm going to have to pay out of pocket or get student loans for it, which I don't want to do. So it's not so much that I don't want to go to college, but it's like I know I'm going to have to pay out my ass to get this degree to make an honest living. Yeah. So, and then I also have to tell my siblings, hey, your big brother tried his hardest and failed in 2 different ventures. And I'm not ready. I'm not at that stage of my life where I can say that's it. It's kind of like when athletes, if they play in college and then they realize I can't go pro, this is the end of the line. Like I can live with that kind of situation, but I can't sit there and have the opportunity and just say I half-assed it. I didn't go lift. I didn't go to the team practices. I didn't go to the optional practices. And now my career is over because of that. Like I can't do that.
So basically what I'm saying is that can you have a successful long-term marriage without a side hoe?
That's a wild twist.
You know what I'm saying?
See, it depends on the wife. Depends on the wife. If you pick this is the thing. Quality people are hard to come by as it is. And we've reached a time where social media makes it so easy to think you don't have the best. Or you don't have the best for you. There's somebody that can be better for you, and you should go find them.
Like the grass is greener on the other side.
Exactly. Not only is it greener over there, go ahead and destroy your grass right here, and then go take their grass. And that's wild to say, but it's one of those things where it's like people feel like if my relationship isn't going the way I want it to, I can't just mutually leave. I have to run this shit into the ground. And then I'm going to go survey the plane and whatever's there, I'm jumping on the first option I get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a scary outlook to have, because it's like, before, obviously, you could say, well, people were too modest. People felt like they had to stick with who they had. Fair play. There was lower availability. So if you had people in your town, you only knew who was in your town. You didn't have the internet to go see who so-and-so looked. If you rode a train or you had a car, your world was a little bit wider.
Yeah.
So you had more options in that aspect. But now you can see anything. You can see people from 2,000 miles away, people on the whole other side of the globe.
But you know what I'm saying, though? It was an analogy, though. It was an analogy on the path that you're taking.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So marriage being what you're doing now,
yeah.
and something that you're committing yourself to, and then, but can you fully commit yourself to this marriage if you have a side hoe? Side hoe being college.
I'd say yeah, because she's the side hoe where it's like she's there if I really need her, but I really don't want to call her line.
Yeah. Because
there's just something about her. I can't put my finger on it, but she's good sometimes to me.
Yeah.
But other times it's like, get this bitch away from me. And I really don't want to call her unless I absolutely have to. So I'm going to do everything I can in my marriage to make sure this shit works so that I don't have to get to that point.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is that you're not really married.
Facts.
It's just that you're just a girlfriend.
If I have to, I will. But I'm not trying to do it. It's kind of like
I see what you're saying.
The president got that big red button on his desk. He doesn't want to press that button. I mean, he kind of does just to see what happens. But at the same time, it's like, I shouldn't press that button. It's there if I really feel like I have to. But I should do my damnedest not to have to.
So would you be in favor of the student debt relief if you was involved in more of an expensive college?
If I would be on the benefiting end, I would have a little bit more of an investment. But in that same vein, I understand that you can't just make the money disappear. And we've been acting like we can just make money and make money disappear for the past several years. Yeah. And that's what's been fucking us over this whole time. So I feel like my understanding of like the overall scheme of if I'm in agreement with this and I go to bat for this and I say, I want this, even though it benefits me right now, it's probably going to fuck me over in 5 years. And understanding that makes me say, I don't think I want to go that far.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and say, if there's something else we can do, is there a way we can amend this and, delay it? Or even if it can't help me, let's focus on the next generation of people that are about to go to school. Is there something we can do for them? Yeah. So that instead of trying to flip this problem on its head now, we can just delay the problem from getting bigger down the road. Yeah. And then deal with what we already have now.
Especially like going into more and more and more debt.
Exactly.
So what do you think about going into more and 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 more debt and more 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 debt to help aid Ukraine?
Listen.
Between that war. What do you think about that war?
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, we got some hard ass quotes from that thing and some hard ass pictures. Their president over there, dude, bro, when he was talking about at one point, I don't know how real the quote is. Like looking back on it, it might have just been propaganda, but it was hilarious as hell when it first popped off.
I think I know what you're about to say.
And he was in the field, and he was like, the U.S. We were like, we're gonna go send an extraction so you can get up on out of there. He said, don't send a team to get me out of here. Send me more guns.
Yep.
Bro, that was like the hard. Exactly.
Like
that was the hardest. That was the hardest bar I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Bro, spitting.
honestly, and I can't even understand the language. But if that translation is accurate, bro, that's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
speaking Ukrainian.
They're trying to take over that whole city.
Exactly.
They sent like a 40-mile convoy, and he's like,
I remember
I'm fucking
that.
staying here.
Yeah.
About it.
But was it all part of the plan? Was it propaganda?
I mean, shit's really blowing up over there. So it could be propaganda, but for a good 3 months there, I don't know where he is right now, but for a good 3 months, they had nonstop photos of him in them trenches and in the office buildings.
Oh, he's still
looking
there.
at maps and everything. So he's probably still there.
Yeah.
And if he's still there, I'm hard pressed to say that he's doing what he thinks is best. Because I don't know anybody that would willingly go to a battlefield when you don't have to, and you have no stake in the battle. Like,
you knew about Bakhmut? Bakhmut, the city?
Oh,
yeah. That there was like videos and stuff of him giving out medals like just to the town just to the left of it. Yeah, and there was like 100,000 people fighting in that city, just about 20 minutes down the road, and you can hear the artillery and stuff. And he's giving out medals. Of course, it was a secret location. They released it like days after he'd already left.
Yeah,
but he does that. He goes to like different places like Odessa. He went to Kherson when they liberated it and stuff. He was in the street, and I don't know. It's crazy. Like he goes on tour to different countries and stuff like that, and the summits, and talks to people like doing like fundraising basically for weapons and everything.
Yeah,
which is pretty crazy. I mean, he could have left and he'd been fine, but he stayed there, and not only is he at risk, but his whole family.
Yeah.
So like KGB top people like Spetsnaz. There was like videos of the early days where there was like saboteurs in the city, and you see them riding around cars all fighting in the street.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And they were just like not very far from the presidential palace. So, I mean, it's wild what's going on over there. They thought for a long time that place would fall within like a few days.
Yeah, everybody thought it was going to be a wash.
Yeah.
And it's wild to look back at now, because it's like they weren't going to just roll over. Everybody thought they were just going to roll over. And it's like, clearly you were wrong. They're built different.
Yeah.
It goes back to the old understanding of you don't corner a dog and expect it to roll over. Because if you give somebody no option but to fight back, they have to fight back. Nobody wants to die, and nobody wants to give up the place where they've known their entire lives and for generations. Yeah. Like they're not a melting pot like the U.S. is, where you have people coming from every country over here, north, south, east, west. People come here for more opportunities. So a lot of people don't have a very strong lineage here or something that they're super proud of here. But in other countries, especially like when you get to Europe and you get to your Africas and even South America in some places, all they know is this lifestyle. So if you come in there trying to take it from them, and there's no resolution that doesn't end up in either them dying, them potentially dying, or them losing everything they know, all three of those options are death. So it's better to go out standing on your word and who you are as a person than to just sit there and roll over and have to start whole new and become an entirely different person at that point, because you're no longer yourself.
Yeah.
Who you were died there.
Yeah. It's there was no option for surrender, really. And another thing is, they just had gained their independence 30 years ago from the Soviet Union.
Exactly.
And they're basically, from what I understand, Russia's trying to get some of that territory back, create a buffer between NATO, but I don't think the way they did it was the wrong way to do it, most definitely.
Yeah.
Going in and right now they're attacking grain silos and stuff, and that affects food supply around the world.
You think they're completely the bad guys? Russia?
No. No, in war there's no true good and evil. There's good and evil on both sides. And it all starts
Where'd you hear that from?
It's just from my own understanding of watching, of like reading, and hindsight is always good, because they say history is written by the victors, which is obviously factually accurate.
Yeah.
But you can also go back and look at discrepancies and say, this doesn't really make sense. It doesn't add up. You mean to tell me this country went to battle with this country for this reason? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then you dig a little deeper and you find out some more information. It's like, okay, so now I'm starting to get a better understanding of what's going on. And then it's never as simple as, oh, so-and-so killed so-and-so, or somebody wouldn't cut off trade lines, and so they felt extremely pressed. They asked them to bring it back. They wouldn't bring it back, so they went to war. It's never that simple. It's always so heavily layered, and everybody just wants to point it to the easiest answer, because let's face it, most people don't really care about history. Most people don't care about what's going on outside of their own bubble.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to hear all the 15-point list of how a war started. They want to hear that president had an issue with trading with this nation. They were traveling through, and somebody got killed. And that president said he's not going to let it happen. So he sent more soldiers in, and those soldiers got killed. And now it's an all-out war.
Look at it as good and bad.
Exactly, because as soon as the narrative is set, whoever gets to it first, that's what everybody's running with. And it's hard to change that understanding from people that have either no stake in the race, or they just don't care about it enough to like dig deep enough to understand more.
So you think we should be aiding Ukraine?
That's a tough battle, because on one hand, they're really fighting and people are really dying over there. That's not a disputable point. There's not smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Is there some smoke and mirrors? Sure, probably is. But that's from a puppeteering standpoint. People, regular, everyday people that bleed red, just like everybody else, are dying over there.
Yeah.
Undisputable fact. So something needs to be done. And if we're not going to sit there and send our troops over there to deal with it in our own way, because we'd rather have a proxy war with Russia, because we don't want to go all out and start a World War III kind of situation, then I understand why we're sending weapons to let somebody else deal with that sort of problem. And again, it's kind of like, it goes back to what I was saying before, where once you stand on a point, you have to double down on it and you have to keep going. And the U.S. was built on imperialism. So we've been built on being we are the number one power. We're that guy. You have a problem, you talk to me. Don't talk to them down there, because they can't solve the problem like we can solve the problem. We can solve it like that. Yeah. And so that's been our whole thing. So now, once the whole thing happened with Ukraine, and then Russia went in there, everybody painted Russia's the villain. And then, well, who's the hero in every story in history ever? The U.S. of A. So who has to step up? The U.S. And if we sit quiet, well, then we go back to what was it? Was it World War One? Was World War One the one where we staved out, or was it World War Two? One of the two of them, we sat on it. I want to say it was one.
It was one.
Yeah, it was one.
Until the very back end.
And we came in and white knighted our way to victory.
Yeah, it was like World War II.
Yeah, and it was like, it's one of those things where it's like,
pretty sure
we can't sit back too hard.
No, I'm saying in the end of World War II, that's how it ended. Is because the U.S. kind of stood up and was like,
it was too. It was too.
It was 1941 we got involved.
Yeah, but I'm saying
1939.
I'm saying World War II. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something yeah, it would be.
World War II.
We didn't join World War I until 1917, and the war ended in 1918. But World War I started in 1914.
True.
And so World War II, at the end of it, was with a bomb, the nukes.
The atomic warheads. Yeah. Yeah.
4 tons of American freedom, twice over.
Yeah. Damn it, man.
Yeah. That was the official end of World War II. Yeah.
I mean, can't argue with that kind of firepower.
No.
There was that one guy. I remember seeing the one story about the one dude that worked in a factory during the first bombing, got bombed. Then 8 hours, goes over, sleeps the next night, goes to work that next time, and is literally at the site of the next bombing. I was like, and survived. And I was like, what the hell?
That's wild.
I don't know if you're lucky or unlucky. Like, you're home and everything's gone.
Twice.
And he said, gotta go to work.
Yeah.
Went to work, boom, blew that shit up again. At that point, what are we doing?
That guy's like, they're dropping suns every day.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He's just trying to make his money. He's just trying to make a living.
Literally.
He's just trying to make an honest living.
Mm-hmm. All he knew was work, and then work got took from him twice.
Yeah. Definitely. What do you think about Andrew Tate?
Free the top G.
Free the top G.
Now, this is the thing. A lot of people don't completely understand his whole shtick and what he does.
Yeah.
Now, to his credit, he was good at kickboxing. I saw some film. Whenever somebody says that, you want to believe them at word, but once they get as big as he did, it's like, okay, let's do some fact checking to make sure if I say something crazy, it's crazy accurate. And so that way, when somebody's like, oh, he wasn't that good at such and such, or oh, he didn't say such and such, he said this, I can say, no, he didn't. He did this, he said this is his accolades, this is what he's standing on. And it's fun to be able to do that. But I had to go back and fact check to make sure. And he's one of those people, he's a great television personality.
Definitely, yep.
Because he says things that he knows is going to piss some people off. And he knows the people that are going to find it funny and the people that aren't going to find it funny. The ones that aren't going to find it funny, he understands the type of power they have in the media and the type of reactions they get. And he knows it's going to only boost his brand. So he'll let them run with it. Now, what ended up happening was it became too many people and the narrative became too strong. And then it became a thing of, well, Andrew Tate and everything he stands for is bad. So if you support him, that's like supporting Hitler. Oh. And it's like that, maybe a slight exaggeration. But you see what I did right there, the feeling that you got when you thought of it. Similar type of thing. It's like you put him up here when literally the guy preaches about sitting there, getting in the gym, focusing on yourself, waiting to get into relationships, and if you're in a relationship, making sure you're stable and capable of being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Focusing on your mental health, but also not allowing your mental health to prevent you from doing what you need to do on a daily basis. But the only clips I get out there is I told that bitch to make me a sandwich. It's like, bro, what? That's what you got. He had a whole hour and a half, and that's the one you gravitated to. You know what? Congratulations. You played yourself.
Bam. Slap the bitch in the face. Take the machete.
You know how many Bugattis I got?
Yes, sir. Damn.
I've got 12 supercars. Like, damn. That's convincing. That's convincing. He's talking to the guys.
Yeah.
That's a nice fucking car. I don't know what kind of car that is. That's a nice fucking car.
That's a nice
what
fucking
is he talking
car.
about?
Hell yeah.
Golden.
Yeah.
It's comedy, really.
Yeah, so you folk with Trump and you folk with Andrew Tate, so are you a misogynist?
No. Just like, see, I'm also not homophobic and I'm not transphobic. Now, the issue
So you're not scared of either one of them?
Correct. Thank you for understanding what phobia is.
I understand.
There's so many people that say if you don't like somebody, you're phobic of them. That's not what that is.
Yeah.
I'm not fearful of a gay person. I've never seen a gay man or seen a lesbian woman, and I was like, yo, they could beat the fuck out of me if I look at them the wrong way. Me personally, now there probably is. There's probably some that are in the gym right now, and I'm not saying, hey, shout out to you for getting your body right. I respect that about you because getting right in the gym is a very difficult and daunting task, and it requires you to just focus.
Requires a lot of discipline.
Exactly, and a lot of people will never have that level.
And you can be gay and have discipline.
Exactly. It's like they're not mutually exclusive. Like you can have both, the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And it's like me personally, I could never be gay. Do I have a problem with people being gay? No, I could give a fuck less. Do your thing over there. Just don't do it in front of me. I don't want to see straight people kissing in front of me.
Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely don't want to see two grown men
PDA.
Exactly.
That's what I tell Sierra. You hear that, Sierra? Huh? What? You hear that? He says he don't like PDA. Whenever he goes out or something, he doesn't like to see people kissing.
She said, you know what?
Or hugging.
Are you in a relationship? No.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. That does not matter. Huh?
You don't like it either.
What did you say?
Please join us.
Yeah, why don't you join the conversation? Oh, that's so sweet. You're doing what?
Cooking dinner.
Cooking dinner. You're cooking, wrapping up some dinner. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, she didn't even say what she was originally saying.
Very traditional.
That is very, very nice. Yes, I have a good woman. I really do. She definitely cooks food. Huh? Yep. She's a good lady. And I am not misogynistic.
I was about to make a joke.
Yep. Until I yell at her and scream at her and whoop on her. No, I'm definitely playing.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a
man.
misinput.
Hey.
No, I'm joking.
She can vouch for me. I swear to God.
Well, you'll beat her.
No, Seth. He's joking.
I'm joking. Of course. We left the woman beating back in the 1940s.
Exactly.
Back with the coal mines. We don't use coal anymore.
Exactly. We don't. And we don't beat our women for as long either.
That's so far.
I'm just kidding, Sierra.
Wages went up, beatings went down.
Exactly. Do you want to get on the podcast? I'm not mean.
What?
How am I mean? I said thank you for making dinner.
And we complimented you at how great a human being you are.
complimented you.
Like, you do things that most women feel is so beneath
I hope
them.
you're not watching Rick and Morty.
So she can
okay.
hear you. Okay.
Okay, cool. Oh, so you can hear me.
I thought that was a bait question.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that shit. Damn.
Oh, man.
Damn. Yeah, Tony said that he hated women.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
he said
that.
it last episode. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, did he really?
I'm sure he's being slightly facetious.
And he said he could whoop his dad's ass.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Damn.
me personally, I would never say that. Whether I can beat my dad or not is completely irrelevant to the equation.
I would never
Because
say that either.
I would never put myself in that position.
Never ever.
That to me is.
Sounds like you don't respect his dad.
Well, he did backtrack later on. He's like, I love my dad, man.
Yeah.
I'm just.
But you had to get it out of him.
Exactly.
You was like, okay, so, but do you really like? That was like, that was like,
Think you could do that?
that was like, Alex Jones, and whenever he had Kanye on his shit. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Where he was saying the shit about the Jews, and he was
Alex
like,
Jones was surprised.
he was like, you actually don't hate Jews, do you? And he was like, yeah, I don't fuck with them. He was like, wait.
Do you really hate Jews?
Yeah.
Let's get to the point.
He was getting to the point.
Man.
That actually was him.
We don't gotta
Oh yeah.
listen.
Jews are cool.
I like
Yeah, they're chill.
I have
Huh? Sierra, do you want to join the podcast?
He was, but I think he has something.
Yes,
has to
Tony
do.
was supposed to be here.
Came up.
He was slacking in some shit. He decided not to come. Something came up. Yeah, we fucking hear you, Tony.
I think it was something with photography.
Do
or
I even have
videos
this
or
fucking
something.
video camera recording? Oh,
Yeah, you do.
I fucking hate that shit.
What happened?
Every time that I go to stand up on this fucking
You
podcast,
about trip over the cords?
I step on my motherfucking headphone cord and about rip it off my fucking face. Yeah, we're recording good. Can you hear me good? Welcome to the Antihero podcast or Antihero podcast. We don't give a fuck around here. Shout out to this guy. Do you know his name? Exactly.
Oh man, I forgot to sign us in. That was crazy.
Yeah, bro, sign us in.
Dang. Welcome back to the Antihero podcast, where we're hopefully your favorite podcast. I know we're my favorite podcast, soon to be everybody's favorite podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to our humble abode, but it's really not. I have the pleasure of being in an entirely new space with joined by two lovely co-hosts. Go ahead and shout you guys out.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Barson.
And I'm Seth.
Or Carson Tyler. You can call me Carson Tyler or Barson. My real name's Carson, but I go by Barson. Some people call me Barson. Some people call me Carson. Some people don't call me. And I usually don't call people, if you want me to be honest with you. If you know me, you know that's true. Most people that know me usually call me. I usually don't have time to call people.
You're a busy guy.
I'm a very busy guy.
You are.
Exactly. So welcome to the Antihero podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And today we have joining with us.
That man Wraith. You know how it is.
You know how it is. We're not going to say his real name
Yeah.
because we're going to keep that a secret.
That's why it's a Wraith.
Yeah, unless you want to go to the last podcast and find it out. But you have to go through the whole podcast to find it.
Good luck. I love the viewership.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like 3 hours.
Shout out to the 3
hours.
people that watch us. Let's fucking go. Shout out David Goggins. Shout out the guy who invented
The light bulb.
the light bulb. Yeah. I was going to say Thomas Edison.
Wasn't
And
it Thomas Edison? Wasn't it him?
That's what you think, though.
Who was it?
Was it Thomas Edison?
He was the guy that got credit.
Who invented electricity? Was it Thomas Edison? Or was it Nikola Tesla?
I know Benjamin Franklin invented the lightning rod.
Ah. Shout out to the guy who invented fucking Viagra, because we know it wasn't a woman. Or was it?
That might benefit women though.
I
So they might have done
don't
it.
know the fucking facts on that. And I don't know facts at all. Welcome to the Antihero podcast. Anyways, so what do you think about fucking China? What do you think they're doing over there with that many fucking people? How many people do they have now, Seth?
It was 1.4, but
1.4, but
they're no longer the most populated country in the world.
It's India.
now.
Yeah.
They're
Definitely.
actually losing
Indi-
population too.
India's in a weird place because they're like in a weird first world, third world kind of situation because you have some people that live in really, really poor conditions like you wouldn't believe. Like it's almost the damn Stone Age. And then you have other people that live in the booming metropolis areas. And it's like that dichotomy of it and the fact that they can't completely get on the same page as a nation as a whole just allows their population to keep booming. but they're also not able to capitalize on that like magnificent workforce that they have at their disposal. But you said China's population is dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you not know about that shit? Like
No,
from
They
way
lie
back.
about it. They lie about their records.
I remember they had the I remember when they first instituted the 2-child policy and all the jokes about, you know, if you have a son, like there was one meme or one video I saw where it was like the son's life,
A
and the
meme?
daughter's.
It
Oh,
was a
God.
meme.
The son, it shows the son being born, like, being raised, you know, playing games, playing sports, going to school, studying, working his job, getting old, working his job, going out to eat, getting married, having his kids, and then rushing to his grave. And it's like at a running pace.
Yeah.
And then it pans over to the girl part and it says the embryo develops. Casket.
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
okay. I was
Damn.
Like, I was like, that's some interesting dark humor.
Uh-huh.
I understand it though.
But you fucked with it.
I understood what they were
But did
going
you
for.
fuck with it?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, it went over my head. At first, I was like, "Bro, where's the woman part?" And then I had to watch the video like 4 times for me to realize. Oh, they're saying like as soon as they realize it's a woman, they kill it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that was actually
Wow.
true, and that's why their fucking population is going.
There's way too many men and not enough women.
yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Definitely.
and the population's aging a lot too, so their workforce is doing this.
Yeah, they're getting the upside down triangle effect.
you know how
Similar
fucked that is, though.
Bro, Japan's such a beautiful place to look at, and they live to be so old, like triple digits.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that their young people don't want to have kids.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
They're to
lot
the
of
point
the-
where like hentai is so crazy to people over here. They're like, bro, that's so deviant. But it's like over there, they don't want to have sex at all. So anything that gets them rearing to go,
Yeah.
they're gonna promote.
It's like pandas.
Yeah. It's like porn.
Bro, pandas are some of the most wildly useless animals on the planet. Like
They're so
Pandas?
useless they can't even keep
Like
themselves from
fucking
going extinct.
sloths.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, sloths at least
Nah, bro. There is
they
no.
can climb trees effectively. But if they fall, it's kind of curtains because they're just slow.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But like, I mean, they are descendants of the giant sloth, so I mean,
What's the
they,
difference?
they got nerfed.
What the fuck do they do?
I mean, back then they were big, so I mean,
You know how cool it would be to have a fucking sloth as a pet?
I mean,
Probably
you
wouldn't move
lose 'em.
much.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't think so?
you're like, Thomas, I'll be back soon. Don't go nowhere. Come back. He's 2 feet over to the right.
I told you not to go nowhere.
Thomas.
Not a fucking again.
But they can actually swim pretty fast, apparently.
Really?
Yes, like almost human speed.
What the fuck?
Which is wild to think about because it's like, bro, they can't fucking walk. And if they fall from a tree, it's basically over because they can't get back up into the tree before a cougar gets them. By the time you hit the ground and the other animal hears it and he comes over there to investigate, you're cooked.
I wonder why they're so slow.
I don't know. I need to look into that actually. That's one of those useless facts that I should know. But
Definitely.
I just happen to not to. Something that really got to me was the fact that like it should be common sense, but like giraffes, the noise they make is so low you just don't hear it.
They're like,
And it's like so. It's like as an adult,
it's like what a giraffe sounds like.
it's just like that should be so fucking obvious.
Listen, this is what a giraffe sounds like.
Nah, tortoises, tortoises getting down and dirty.
Bro, tortoises. Yeah, they're like,
It's like,
That's
bro,
wild.
what?
they're like screaming at you.
Exactly.
And then a fucking giraffe, they're over here like,
It's wild.
so you don't think that NATO's trying to take over the world?
Nah.
Really? What makes you say that?
I don't feel like they're cohesive enough. There might be some parties involved that are ambitious enough, but I don't think they're going to work cohesively enough to get the job done, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Really?
Because you can want shit to happen as much as you want to, but unless you're able to brainwash each of your individual populations to believe a specific narrative, get everybody inclusively on the same page for various reasons, while they can all simultaneously communicate via social media and just through the internet overall, it makes it hard for me to believe that you can on a mass scale hypnotize people to that degree. Now, some people would argue that with the whole COVID thing and convincing everybody to stay inside, that's proof of it. And I say, okay, fair play. But are you going to sit there and convince everybody that the air is toxic? Well, then you're going to have to make some people get sick because the air is toxic. And it's like, so what are you going to do to convince everybody to follow the same doctrine, especially when we all come from different places? You can't even do that in the U.S. It would be one thing if you could say, okay, the U.S. is this mixed melting pot of every ethnicity in the world, and they found a way to cohesively agree on everything. We don't agree on shit, except for that apparently America's the greatest place you would want to live on the planet. Yeah. Like, that's the only thing Americans agree on. We'll talk shit about any and everything about the country, but the moment somebody from Mexico or fucking Guatemala says, my country is better, it's like, that accent was off. Fuck. The fact that I know Spanish and still fucked up that accent is crazy. But that's not the point. Like, the countries, like, just third world countries are shithole countries, as some people would like to say.
Oh shit.
Or even other first world countries. We'll sit there and go toe to toe. We'll be like, China, aren't you all the same people that force people to have 2 kids? And you're talking to me about my country not being great? Get the fuck out of here. And it's like, I mean, that doesn't really equate, but go off. And it's like, you'll see people use the most nonsensical points to defend America.
Go off.
That's the only thing we agree
Slay.
on. Bro.
Damn. Yeah, bro. America's a wild place.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm on the beneficiary end, though. I will be the first to say that. Like, I'm not so hypocritical as to say that, what America does is wrong and they should stop. Because I'm one of the main benefiters. Now, am I the perfect benefiter? No, I'm black. But, I benefit more than people that don't get these benefits. So, at the end of the day, I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Do you think that you're oppressed because you're black?
No, that's stupid to me.
Oh.
Now,
okay,
in some places, obviously, yes, there's a certain group of the people that are oppressed simply because of they look a certain way or they do things a certain type of way.
Where?
You could go
besides the U.S.
It's mostly third world countries that.
I mean, in the U.S. That's what I meant.
Oh, in the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many racist towns in the U.S. Like truly racist, like hanging black people on a regular basis. Like, don't go there.
Yeah,
because that's absolutely wild. And in this age of social media, if that's happening at such an alarming rate, you mean to tell me y'all still all the little white kids inside of the town still think that you need to hang? Oh, I almost said it. You need to hang all the people that look darker than you, and that is the right thing to do.
Fucking Lyndon says it. What the fuck doesn't make a shit?
While simultaneously having smartphones and being on TikTok and having IG and having Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's more racist than America is, if we're being honest. And it's funny racism.
Yeah,
that's why everybody just lets it slide.
I was asking. You said what?
Now, there's obviously like racist parts, like here and there, but there's no specific place in the U.S. where you could say that's a racist city.
Yeah,
except for maybe like somewhere in Utah.
Maybe like Alabama. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Alabama.
Apparently,
I'm just pulling your fucking leg, yanking your chain, tugging your nuts.
No, apparently there are some sundown towns.
Sundown towns.
Yeah,
where it only gets bad after dark.
Yeah, me personally, I don't have enough information to speak on that point, so I
thought you was gonna say. Me personally, I don't even go out after dark.
No, see, this is the thing. As a black person, I have the benefit. No, I'm not gonna lie. Sidebar, super sidebar.
Yeah.
I doubt you've experienced this, but it's worth a question anyways. Have you ever been on an elevator and a woman clutched her purse while you were on the elevator, or held her purse, or held her child closer to her, like once you got on the elevator after her?
I mean, I have experienced like. I don't know if it's like out of habit, but if I'm like getting like if I'm like approaching somebody's car and then they see me like approaching their car, like they'll like lock their doors. Maybe it's just like it's a coincidence.
Force a habit.
Yeah, maybe maybe they just seen
you never know
a dude near their car. You know what I'm saying? Have you experienced that?
Oh yeah, no, it's hilarious. The thing is, I've reached a point where I'm just so easygoing. I just conceivably understand that most people that I will come across in my life are either from a street smarts level, just completely dumber than me, or from a textbooks area, completely dumber than me. So I don't fault them for their own actions, for they do not know what they do wrong. And it's like it gets to me sometimes when I get on an elevator, especially if I'm on vacation. I'm trying to enjoy myself. And a nice older lady or somebody could be just 30s, 40s, anything like that. If they have a kid with them and I get on the elevator, they'll hold their kid a little closer. And I'm just like, first of all, the stigma is that black men don't raise their own children. Why the fuck do I want yours? What are we talking about right now? We don't kidnap. Your people kidnap. I know. When's the last time you seen a black serial kidnapper or a black trafficker?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're out there, but we're not known for that. That's not our brand. That's not our brand.
Yeah. That's the white folk.
We are the chiefs of drug dealing and killing each other. Don't give us the kidnapping tag. I already have it hard enough.
Yeah.
But when they clutch the purse close to the chest,
yeah,
I get defensive because it's like it's not so much you think I'm gonna try and rob you.
You're like, bitch.
Bitch, you think you're stronger than me? It's not that I'm black. It's like
I will beat the wheels off of you.
You really think on this closed elevator with no cameras, you can keep me from taking that fucking purse?
Take it as a challenge.
It's all damn near.
And then he does it.
I get real damn close.
It's like, I'm not gonna say I haven't.
It's like, bro, it's like I understand you are a person that lives in fairy tale land where all this sort of people are more likely to do something. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the numbers for it. We don't make up. I feel like black people don't make up enough of the population to make up most of the pickpocketing robberies and the purse snatchings. Now, is it possible? Of course it's possible. Almost anything's possible. But I just don't think that we make up. We're at like 12 or 11%. We're getting passed by the Latinos. I've been learning to say Latino and not Hispanic, because Hispanic implies that you're from Spain.
Latino or Latina?
I say Latino because for them, like, if it's a group that involves boys and girls, you should say
it's automatically Latino.
Yeah. Or you should say, like, I remember like conjugating verbs and stuff. If you're talking about guys or pronouns, you would say ellos, which is like guys, they, or like overall group they. It can have guys and girls, but you're not going to say ellas. You're going to say ellos.
So what's your pronouns?
Pronouns? What are the he, him.
He, him.
Or God with a lowercase g and a period at the end. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. One of the funniest videos I saw recently was the one guy. He was debating somebody, and they felt so entitled as to their pronouns and everything. And he's like, "I understand your argument and how you feel so strongly about it, but I just fundamentally disagree." And they were like, "Well, I believe that you should call everybody by their pronouns." He said, "Oh, really?" And she said, "Yeah." And he was like, okay, so, well, I forget if she was actually a her. My apologies. In case somebody goes back to fact check me. But anyways, it looked like a biological female.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that. So she sat there and she was like, well, what are your pronouns? And he said, well, I identify as the correct authority on this topic. And I would like you to respect that. Which is crazy to say. Cause
I think I heard that shit.
He's like, I identify as the correct authority on this topic, and I would like you to respect that. So under your own logic, you have to respect him as understanding more than you.
Exactly.
Because you didn't say that that's what you identify as. That's what he identifies as.
Exactly.
If he identifies as the head honcho, and you believe you should respect anybody and address them as they believe they are authoritative to be, then you got to respect him as boss.
Yeah.
By your own logic. Unless you want to backtrack. Which you're welcome to do. But you got to do it on camera now.
Oh,
it's like really interesting.
That was very interesting. Yeah. I go by they, them.
Like Uzi. Okay.
Like Uzi?
Yeah.
So if you want to address me, you have to say them. And if you don't, I'll be pissed. Am I kidding? Or am I serious?
The world may never know.
I guess we'll know whenever I vote for Biden. Well, you thought that was funny? He's over here cracking up about that.
Of course. You think he's gonna last? You think he's gonna last for another term?
Oh, absolutely. And I have to vote for him.
Bro,
I can't vote for Trump.
He's like 73.
He's a misogynist, and he's...
I thought he was older. I thought he was 80.
I thought he was, too. I thought he was fucking 100.
Right. It's Trump who was 72 when I believe the year he left office. And Biden was slightly older than him. So he must be pushing at least around 76.
Yeah.
Good old technology.
Damn.
How old is Biden?
Biden.
What the fuck did I use an accent?
Joe Biden.
80. You hit it on the nose.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
Excuse me. Yeah,
I said fucking 183.
He's got what? He's got a year left?
He's got a year left.
Yeah,
And then he's done.
maybe.
He's got a year left and he's kicking the rocks.
I'm not gonna lie. He's outlasted the life expectancy for the average American man, or the average man, which is 72
shit.
over here.
Yeah.
So, kudos to him.
Yeah, man.
He's not altogether there, but
How old do you think you'll get?
I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I used to always say I'm gonna live to be 1,000.
1,000?
1,000,
1,000?
and I still stand on that. Now,
1,000?
But I hope that
That'd be badass.
I hope the technology outlasts to the point where I can make that conceivably possible. Because obviously, if we're gonna look at this objectively, the odds that any human being lives to be 100 is already far fetched. Passing 120 is when the brain really starts to it reaches its maximum capacity, according to neurologists and whatnot. So, if we find a way to go past that and do it in people that are currently alive and not just do it to embryos of children that are going to be born, I would like to be a beneficiary of that. I don't want to be subject number one. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't. No.
You can live forever, but you have to be brain dead the whole time.
A vegetable.
You have to be in a fucking coma the whole entire time.
I prefer vegetables on my plate, not in the bed.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
God.
I want to live to be 1 billion.
Hey, man, that'd be tough. I used to always just be comfortable. Like I could be a tree just to watch the world burn.
Really?
That's part of the reason why I wanted to be a dog. I just want to watch how the world pans out. I don't even need to. I don't need to be a direct beneficiary of it. I just want to
see
watch
what the fuck goes on.
Watch all the shit play out. I just want to watch.
So you want to be a tree?
Like I would like the North Pole is in old maps has stuff there, but in new maps it's just nothing there.
Yeah.
Or ice. People believe that there's stuff there. I don't know how real that.
What do you think's there? Aliens.
It's something significant. It has to be significant because if it wasn't significant, then you would be able to make commercial flights over the area. You would be able to take commercial boating trips into the area, and you can't. It wouldn't be prevented by governments across the globe by you doing that.
Well, I think that's like a environmental thing. I think it's because it's like stupid cold there.
I do know if the ice that was there melted. I think in the South Pole there's actually like a significant landmass.
Yeah,
like islands and all sorts of stuff.
Yep. And you can't just choose on your own by your own choice to go down there and just explore it. Like you have to.
Who can't?
I mean, you can try.
Good luck.
Want to bet?
Hey, America might meet you with a pole down
I'll
there.
take that bet. I'll meet them with a pole too.
I guarantee you their pole is bigger. That's all they spend their money on.
Damn.
We're protecting freedom. Are you trying to impede on America's freedom?
No.
No, sir. I just wanted to see what was going on down there. No,
I'm trying to join freedom.
No, you don't. You're already part of freedom. Go back, boy. Go
You're back, boy.
Leave it to us, the professionals in the matter.
Yeah, the professionals. So you think America is like a big ass fucking gangbang
America
with nukes? A gangbang with nukes.
We're on the top of the world. We're on the top of the world. That's all it is.
Yep. And then there's China.
Yeah. China's always been interesting to me because they're systematic, and it's not the sexiest system to be in, but it fucking works. And their whole thing is they're not going to try and outdo any country at anything that the country does. Yeah. They're going to look at what you do, get as close to what you do as possible, and then just replicate it over and over and over, whether it be from a technological standpoint, from a manufacturing standpoint, anything that you do, if it's a laptop,
from a manufacturing standpoint,
if it's anything, hey.
Yeah.
We
Shout out
You
Timu.
look at like some of the military equipment. It's like blatant copies of
And
American
it's like
stuff.
they never plan to outdo you.
Yep.
They're just saying we respect your game,
and
we want some of that for us.
Yeah.
So instead of beefing about it, we're just gonna copy as much as we can and send our people to go to your schools that you're gonna let us into because they're good students and the minorities. Shout out to affirmative action getting dropped.
Hell yeah.
No more monkeys on the playground.
Oh shit.
But
Damn.
Nah. Sidebar. It's actually wild the number of like African American students
Uh-huh.
that it's just the proportions are completely off. It's mostly women, like by a landslide.
What you mean?
In most schools.
Most schools?
Yeah, like
You talking about like colleges?
University?
Universities.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
just blatantly ignore like even if you take out the athletes,
Yeah.
percentage falls into the floor.
I gotta take a piss, bro. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, shout out to the fucking piss break. Shout out David Goggins. Shout out Antihero podcast. It's Annie or anti, but there's no fucking hyphen. So
Yeah.
the best podcast in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Not Joe Rogan.
Hey, I gotta respect Joe's game.
And Wholehearted Entertainment second. We'll take second. Just for this podcast, though.
I got you.
We'll go back to first after this one.
Oh my god. But yeah, man, what were you saying about the percentages?
It's just interesting to me because looking at it from a numbers standpoint, we already make up a low percentage of the population. So you'd expect if we make up like roughly 10 to 12% of the U.S.'s population, you know, we're going to make a roughly similar percentage up of most schools. Obviously not in every state because you have places where we're just not really at. You have some states like on the East Coast, you're going to see a lot more black people. If you go closer to the Midwest, you're going to see a lot less black people just because historically speaking, we weren't brought over there and we didn't choose to go over there afterwards because we just didn't want to. And that's fine and dandy. But like even on the East Coast and on the West Coast over California area, there's disproportionately a lot more women there than there are guys. And I think that's where feminism fails us in the greatest way because before feminism, it made sense. You want women to be able to vote. You want them to have similar pay if they choose to work. But to me, it should always be an if they choose to work thing because fundamentally understanding women think from an emotional standpoint, men think from a more logical standpoint. Not to say that women can't think from a logical standpoint because some people are going to sit there and say, jump on that part that I said right there and just say, you know, how they do.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a thing of understanding what your strengths are. We are not equal. We are not the same. We are equitably, fairly counterparts of one another because we cannot do without the other.
It's like yin and yang.
Exactly. But people want it, they want it to be the exact same. The number of women that have come out in like just random public interviews and genuinely say that women athletes can compete in men's sports. Most women cannot compete. And I don't think they understand. It never occurred to me before. To me, growing up as a guy, little story time. When I was a kid, I didn't know the difference between man and woman's strength. Because my mom is 6'1", my dad is 5'10", 5'11" on a good day.
Your mom's 6'1"?
Yes. So I grew up thinking that men and women grow to be the same height, you know, same sort of thing. So in, I want to say first grade, there was a girl, I'll call her Kendall. Just in case for some reason she decides to watch.
Hell yeah.
Let's say Kendall and James. James was a person that I associated with. He was cool, little white kid. He was short. I was tall, obviously, from the beginning. Now, at the time, Kendall was about my height, and Kendall used to always harass him and mess with him. And hindsight 2020, she probably just liked the kid. But me not understanding that, I'm like, yo, why is she messing with my friend? I don't understand this. And at
That's
one point,
my friend.
Exactly. We were sitting there at dismissal one day, and I just popped her across the face because I was like, if in my household, if you're acting up, you get spanked with a belt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
stop playing my guy like that. Now, obviously, fast forward, it's during dismissal, so I don't even realize the ass whooping that's in store for me once I get home. My dad gets off of work, and we had just moved.
How old was you?
I was like 6. So we were fresh down here in North Carolina. And we had nice granite countertops.
Yeah.
He grabbed me by my cheeks, and he slammed my head against the countertop. And he said, he put his finger close to my face.
Listen here, boy.
He's spitting as he's talking, so he's dead ass serious. And he's like, don't you ever in your life put your hands on a fucking girl again. Don't you ever in your fucking life. And I never forgot it.
Never forgot it.
Yeah, of course not. Now, of course, I might be paraphrasing because I was 6 years old at the time. But that's what it felt like he was. That was the message. That was the message. Don't hit girls.
Definitely.
You think I hit girls after that?
Maybe 1 or 2.
No. To this day. Nah. But that to me, that was the lesson that I needed to learn.
Yeah.
And then obviously, as I got older and I watched all the boys grow up taller than the girls, I was like, dang, the girls just don't grow.
Just as short as fuck.
Maybe
These
my
are
mom's different. And then I started looking at numbers. I started that was when Google finally became a thing, and I was able to use the computer for like 20 minutes a day. You know, I'd look up random facts. And it's like the average girl is like 5'4", 5'5". The average guy is 5'10". I'm like, dang. So my mom's just really tall. It's not that my dad's short. My mom's really tall. And so once I understood that, I began to understand and differentiate between the things that girls can do well and things that guys can do well. And I realize now that a lot of people don't have that same experience. Now, obviously, I had to learn it in an extreme way in the beginning, but I would have eventually found out simply because I have to live this lifestyle. And as a guy, you're always taught you don't put your hands on a woman. Well, you find out very quickly if you ever do, or if you ever watch somebody do it, or if you ever, even if your girl tries to play fight you, if your girl ever tries to play fight you, or if she ever gets serious and she actually hits you, you're like, bro, this shit does not hurt. And then
you show her who the fuck's behind
you might not even go crazy on her. But you might
just go wild.
Go
ape shit on her.
It takes one good hit, and then you're like, bro, she fell over that? I hit her with like 40%.
She's knocked out over that?
And it's like,
get the fuck
out. Or like playful. Or
I
like
thought we was equal.
Or like in gym class, if you tag too hard and you push the girl and she goes flying, then that's one of those points where as a boy, as a child, you're like, I didn't push her that hard. And you look and you're like, you don't want to get in trouble. So you look at the gym teacher, you're like, I didn't push her that hard. And the gym teacher's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. We know he didn't mean to push you that hard. He doesn't know his own strength. That's all it is. And they try to brush over it. But as you get older, you realize that they're physically and anatomically just not as physically strong as us. And that's perfectly fine. That's not what they were designed to do. And evolutionarily speaking, I know a lot of people hate to talk about science, but from an evolutionary standpoint, that's what we're used to doing. So obviously, if we were always more of the hunter-gatherers and they were more of the harvesting, staying at home kind of people, they have an entirely different skill set that's been cultivated over generations. Now, before, were there girls that were probably more athletic and were able to do certain things that guys could do? Of course there were. But most women, at the end of the day, they're the ones that can have kids. We can't. So if any of those women had kids, or better yet, following this pathway, if most of those girls didn't have kids, right, then there was no follow-up generation for them. So the girls that were the most athletic, that chose not to have kids, simply disappeared into legacy. And the only ones that are left are the ones that stayed at home and had kids. So understanding that logic, simply put, they're designed differently. And as the years have gone on, they've just followed that pathway. And that's perfectly fine. People act like being a mother is so fucking easy, and it's not. Because if it was, and the thing is, if you frame it, I realize I'm like studying media and how people interact. I love psychology. I would never major in it because there's no money in just a bachelor's in psychology. So anybody that's doing that, change your major. If you want to get a master's in psychology, fucking do it. I'd say do it. There's money there. And the way people's mental health is being emphasized like crazy, even though to me in certain areas it's not as prevalent. Do it. Go get the bag. But that's neither here nor there. Me looking at it from that point of view, it's like men and women, we do things two completely different types of ways, and we compliment each other. But everybody doesn't want to hear that you compliment me. Everybody wants to hear I'm better than so and so. And our generation is, I guess, a beneficiary in a certain sort of way, and also we're hindered in a way where our parents grew up telling us, well, not my parents, but a lot of parents grew up telling their kids, you can do whatever you want to do, you can be whoever you want to be, you just have to work hard enough.
Preach.
And it's like, as a child, that's what your child does need to hear. But at a certain point, your child's going to face reality.
And you have to teach those women to be strong and independent.
That's what they say.
And only cater to themselves.
See, the issue is you have women and men growing up being told you can do whatever the other person can do, and you can do it the best at anybody. In other countries, they don't teach people that. They say, this is what I'm good at. Do you see what your father does? You can, at the very least, you can do what your father does. Your father's a carpenter. Your father makes shoes. Your father makes furniture. You can do what your father does. Your father's a mechanic. You can go to the shop with your father and you can do that. Or your mother knows how to cook really good. Your mother knows how she's good. She's a school teacher. You can do that very well. Just follow what they do. And they funnel you into those areas. But here we just say anybody can do anything as much as they want to, which is just simply not fair to them, because you're doing them a disservice, because everybody's not good at science. So if you say you can do everything well, you just have to try hard. There's some people where no matter how hard they try, they just won't get biology. And if they wanted to study animal biology in college, that's just going to be fucking hard. Yeah. And if you don't, and if they just grow up understanding, if I just work harder, I got it. And then they realize I don't got it, and those test scores start coming in. It's only so many tests they're going to accept before they realize I'm fucking horrible at this. And they don't, some people think my mom lied to me. Other people think I'm a failure. Mm-hmm. And the ones that think they're a failure, that's worse on them, because then they just get into this mindset where they just quit on themselves and they quit on everything. And they accept the bare minimum.
Damn. You know what makes me really, really, really upset, though?
What?
Like, it kind of just makes me angry.
What?
That WNBA players, the women's team, play just as hard as the men's team. And they just grind just as hard, and some of them even grind hard. Why are you laughing? This is serious.
I'm listening.
This is a serious podcast.
But I think
this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up.
That's why I look this way.
Damn it.
Go ahead. No, I apologize. My sincerest apologies for interrupting you.
It's okay, sir.
Please continue.
So they work just as hard as the men do in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Sometimes even harder. Mm-hmm. And they grind so hard, yet they only get paid a fraction of what the men do.
Exactly. That's
just a fraction.
That's so not fair.
Not even.
It's a very emotionally charged argument.
It is.
Exactly.
And they don't get paid nearly as much as the men, and I wonder why. That's just pitiful.
Gee, it's not like.
And whenever you look at the statistics in America, women get paid way, way less than men.
I feel so strongly about this.
And you know what? Why is that? Why can't they get paid just as much as the men do? Them dirty bastards.
Now, this is a thing where I love when people argue. I realize that some people just can't understand this argument.
Uh-huh.
And it's very interesting to me because it's like, they're like, well, women's professional players should get paid more than men.
Uh-huh.
Or should get paid equally to men because they put on the same show. First of all, Sarah, you don't watch the WNBA.
Uh-huh.
The reason why the WNBA doesn't make money is because it's not entertaining enough at the moment.
Yeah.
They've been surviving off of the NBA's paychecks year after year after year. They haven't gotten out of the negative yet. Their highest grossing year, they were still negative by the millions.
Uh-huh.
And they get a bigger percentage of the earnings of the league.
Uh-huh.
Which means they're poor. The league is bankrupt. Well, I mean it's an extension. It'd be like if your little brother kept asking you for $20, you just kept giving him $20. He's never going to have the money you have because he's just surviving off $20 every time, and he can't compound that $20. He just keeps spending it.
Yeah,
and he can't get anybody to invest in whatever he's doing. He's a kid, and that's what they are. It's bad because
women are kids. Is that what you?
Terrible segue.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
Listen. Sometimes you just need to nurture your wife as though she's a child. Let me stop. Don't
take that out of context. Are you fucking stupid?
They already did.
Of course they did. They heard me say that. They said, "Oh, we're gonna get."
I'm sorry, Judy. If you watch this, I'm really, really sorry for yelling. That's our neighbor. Our neighbor's Judy. Only met her once or twice.
Hey, Judy.
Sorry, Judy. Sorry for yelling all the fucking time. Damn it. But anyways, proceed.
But yeah, the thing with the WNBA and the NBA just makes it's a $1 billion entity.
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA is a $1 million entity, and it doesn't make enough millions to cover the costs of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that women are getting paid out of the league at all is good. Yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and say that. Now, obviously, the contracts aren't anywhere close to the men's league, but that comes down to the viewership, the merchandise. It just doesn't hit. So many people didn't know that the WNBA just had their All-Star game. They just all had their All-Star break, and almost nobody fucking knew. The only reason they knew was because Sabrina Ionescu broke Steph's 3-point record.
Oh shit!
For the 3-point contest, like
oh wow,
I want to say she missed only like 2 or 3 shots, which is insane. Even, like
shout out her
girl, guy, ridiculous. Regardless, it doesn't fucking matter. Like she's a sniper, but she was in college. And the thing you're seeing from the girls is they make more money playing basketball in college from their brand deals, then thank you.
Yeah.
Then they do playing in the NBA.
Uh-huh.
So you have girls that after they're required to be there, I think they're required to be there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I know guys is 1 year. I think girls is 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're staying there. So the Angel Reese, she's at LSU right now, but her bag is hefty because the NIL deal that now that it allows players to capitalize off their likeness and whatnot, they can get brand deals and all these other sorts of things.
Yeah.
And they're going crazy and they're taking it as much of it as they can, rightfully so, as they should. As you should, queen. But the thing is, it's like
You go, queen.
college basketball. Some people would argue the environment and the energy behind it just makes it more worth watching.
Yeah.
And it grosses. I'm not going to sit there and say it grosses the same as the WNBA, but I can't imagine it's that much worse, and it's less expensive because you share the gym with
Much
the men's
worse.
team. They're in the negative, so I mean, no matter how negative you are,
Yeah,
if
you're
I
still
owe
in
you
the
$20,
negative.
if I owe somebody $100, I'm still fucking poor.
Yep.
I'm still poor.
I
And it's
feel
like-
you on that.
Now, I need the thing about the wage gap. People are so easily strayed by simple numbers, and it's baffling. Now, for the people that don't understand and the people that feel emotionally charged, I beg you, give me 3 minutes of your time.
I feel upset
Just
about
listen. Just hear
it. I'm
me.
all ears. I would love to know.
Now, the thing is, those numbers account for every single salary and any tax provided metric that we have available to us, right? So if somebody doesn't file their taxes, of course, those numbers aren't attributed to it.
Yeah.
Now, the issue with that is we are counting Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs when he was alive, the Elon Musk of the world, all these billionaire entities. Do you know who the richest woman in the world is?
Oprah Winfrey.
No.
Not anymore?
Used to be the wife of somebody.
Oh, it was the wife of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos' wife. Yeah. I got you now. It was Oprah until 2019.
And the thing is, Oprah is really one of the only ones that's reached that peak, that summit of the mountain
Yeah.
through her own work ethic.
Shout out Oprah.
Most of your other millionaires and even a couple billionaires that have, well, excuse me, let me just say millionaires. I don't know how many billionaires there are, so I'm not going to speak on that. Something I don't know. That's something I don't do. But for the women that do fall into the millionaire category, a lot of them get it through divorce settlements.
Damn.
And it's not even from them having their own sort of career.
So you're saying
So
it's from the
for
men?
Yeah, so they were the beneficiaries of the divorce. Whether it was fair or not, who's to say? Now,
Yeah.
if she was always there for him and she supported him through him building the business, I believe she is owed a certain stake of the business.
Yeah, I fuck with
Now,
that.
How much? I don't know. There's no good line for it because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she brought him coffee every single morning and that's all she did. Well, that coffee could have got his day started and really that could have been the
Yeah.
catalyst for his work.
Gave him that
ethic
blowjob
single
every
fucking
morning.
day. Or that, And who's to say? That could be really important
That
to the
contributes.
guy, or it could be not important at all.
Yeah.
But, you can't really draw a line on that. So I try
Yeah.
to tread lightly in those waters. But it's the thing of, they get that money, and then it's similar to like somebody that wins the lottery. A lot of people that win the lottery, after 2 years, it might have cut, dialed back some, but after literally 2 years or less, they're broke again.
Yeah.
And it's like, how could you possibly go broke if you win $170 million? And it's like, there's a lot of shit. If you never had money and somebody just gives you a shit ton of money, there's a lot of stuff you can imagine buying and a lot of experiences you can now have.
Yeah.
We don't care about, guys, we don't care about money. We get money for the girls that like money, and girls don't even like money. They like the experiences and the things that money can
So
provide.
you're not saying that guys don't like money. You're saying that guys don't care if the girl's making money.
Oh, we don't care about that either. I was just saying we care about money much less than girls do. If you go into a random guy's apartment, you're going to see the shittiest setup of all time. It might have a fucking a lawn chair, a beanbag chair,
Yep.
and a table and a TV.
Yeah.
And that might be his living room. You go into his bed, he has like a simple metal rod bed, a mattress, one blanket, maybe one overcover,
Yeah.
a fitted cover, and one pillow. You go into a girl's bedroom, she got the headboard, it's fuzzy, she has lights around the room, she has 7 pillows and they're all different sizes and shapes.
Yeah.
She has 3 stuffed animals, and it's like we just don't take care of ourselves in that manner. And that's perfectly fine.
Or
because
do we?
I mean, there are some. I haven't seen your bedroom. Maybe do that. But in most relationships, you'll find that the guy is just simply lower maintenance, which would lead you to believe that we just functionally either have a stronger concept of how far or how weak a dollar can tend to be, or we just don't use it. We just don't care to expend it on those sorts of things. We'd rather make our significant other, or if we have kids, our kids happy, or put them in a more happy headspace. Because our happiness isn't derived from the physical dollar bill. It's derived from the happiness she gets when she eats the ice cream cone across the table from me. Or when I get a new car and she's riding in the passenger seat and we're going on our family trip or whatever the case may be. That sort of thing. And that's perfectly fine. It's just one of those things where it's like we value things differently. And going back to the earlier argument, we've meandered all the way over here. It's like guys, we work harder and we're willing to do more things to get to our goal. That's why you have a lot more guys that would just work the jobs nobody wants to work. Yeah. Now, if I told you could make $80,000, your ears would perk up a little bit. But if I said you had to work down in the sewers in Manhattan, first thing that goes to your head, shitty water, garbage, animals, rats, fuck ton of rats. Yeah. That doesn't sound enticing, but for $80,000, you're like,
shit, might as well.
I'm not getting $80,000 now. If you get that same scenario to just a random woman in the mall, she's less inclined to take that deal.
Fuck no.
Exactly. Why would I do that when I'm look at me? Do I look like I want to do that? And it's like fair play. But you also have to understand that when you're willing to do jobs that nobody else wants to do, you're going to get paid more for them. When you do jobs that other people cannot do or are not qualified to do, you will get paid more for them because the pool of applicants is much smaller and it is much more educated and capable. We're already suffering from a lack of plumbers and welders, but it's only going to get worse because when you think of a plumber and you call him over to the house, it's a dude in his 50s or 60s. Definitely. And he's still got the plumber's crack. Don't get it twisted. But he's older now. Before it was like a 30-year-old guy. Yeah. Now he's 50, 60.
Guys our age.
Yeah. Now it's you don't see somebody our age coming to fix
in the
fix
trade schools.
Definitely not.
Exactly. And it's like
I know a few welders. Especially around here. Yeah, around here you'll get that a lot.
Around here,
you stay in Charlotte?
Yeah. So we have more.
You probably don't see as many welders there.
Yeah, we have some.
We out here in the country.
Yeah, over there we have a lot more monopolies that aren't monopolies, but it's like they're going to charge you $200 more than you would pay somewhere else where somebody's neighbor can do it. Because guess what? There's nobody else that can do this job. I mean, you could wait 3 weeks until he has some availability, but let's face it, you have 2 toilets in your house and there's 4 of y'all living in the house. So you need that toilet fixed. What are you going to do? You're going to pay the extra $200. You're going to find a way to make it happen. Yeah. You don't want to, but at the end of the day, you have to.
He probably knows that, and he's going to take advantage of it.
Exactly. Every single time. Now, you do have some honest guys that they'll understand the market value for what they do, and they'll just be blunt and upfront and be like, yeah, I understand people are falling on hard times right now. Before I used to get paid this much, especially those that have been in the business for a very long time. Yeah. The ones that still decide to be nice people after the fact, even though they have 20, 30, 40, 50 years of experience just doing the same thing. Those people are the most precious because they're not going to go out of their way to fuck you over, even though they have every right to. Because we can say, oh, that's not fair, but who determines fair? He's been doing this his entire life. Yeah. There's nobody that's better expert in the field. You can try, but I guarantee you can't do it as well as him because he does this. It's like somebody that cuts hair on the side every other Friday, or cuts their own hair, every 2 weeks. Yeah. Versus somebody that's in the barbershop every day from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. Who gonna give you a better cut? The guy that cuts his hair every now and then, he might could. Who knows? But for sure shot, if you go to the shop and he's in there every day, he's gonna get you right because there's no way he would have made it this long consistently doing it and not been good at his job.
Yeah, repetition is the mother of skill.
Yeah, that reminds me of my dad because every time my dad used to paint a lot. I mean, he still works in the painting business, so. But he was really, he's the best painter I've ever seen. Like commercial buildings, residential buildings, like any of it. Like he'll paint it. But I mean, he doesn't do that anymore. He still works for the same people. But anyways, that's besides the fact. Every time, whenever I was little and he was around other people, most of the time they wasn't painting. They haven't been painting as long as he has. Like he was painting for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And so whenever he got into a place, he would do it fast. He would have the quality and the quantity. And then whenever he had other people there with him, they wouldn't do it because they wasn't painting for as long as he has. And I could always tell every single time that it wouldn't be as good and they wouldn't do it as fast. Or they would do it fast and it would be sloppy. Or they would do it slower and it would be pretty good, but they're still not
the same.
It's still not the same.
Yep.
Exactly. And I could see that every single time to your argument. It was as you were saying, which is awesome. If you're in something for a long time, you can really accomplish something.
Yeah.
You really get somewhere and be better.
But I said all that extra stuff to say this. We simply, in this world, have a lot more guys that work harder jobs that nobody wants to work than we have girls.
Definitely.
Obviously, if we have more guys working those sorts of jobs and more girls working the other jobs or just not choosing not to work because they have that option, that's, let's face it, it's more socially acceptable for a woman not to work than a guy. Now they're trying to push and force women to work more now. And I think that's so foolish because, number one, it drives down wages because you don't have to pay somebody more. There's somebody else that's willing to do the job for, honestly, less than you were just paying him. So go ahead and walk out the door, Jim. I'll have Sarah come in here in a second. I got another applicant that's about to roll across the table. They might not have the same experience as you, but I can train them through the same cookie cutter way that I trained you, and they'll be able to get it. They'll do just well enough to not get fired, and just well enough to where people will accept the work that we pump out.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And so you have a lot of women that see the number and they're like, well, men are getting paid more than us. That's not fair. And it's like, no, that's not the case. It's just that there's a lot of Jims, Bobs, and Billies that have been working 20 years in this field and make $20,000 more than the people that are starting out in the field now. And the people that are starting out in the field now just happen to be more women than men. So what ends up happening is the lower salaried people are the women, which also end up being the most easily replaceable ones because you're not going to get rid of Jim unless Jim starts acting up.
Yeah.
So if he's been there for a while and you pay him his same wage and he's been there for forever, we already know that you just want to get in this business. You gave me your application because you need a job.
Yeah.
He's been here. He's going to give me consistent labor. He's going to do the same thing he's been doing for the past 30 years. And that's what it's going to be until it's time for him to retire. And then he's going to go into the twilight. And we're going to have him a little pizza party.
Yeah.
We're going to wish him his farewell. We're going to give him his severance pay. And he's going to go about his day. There's 30 other people that applied for your position. If we're a small business, and if you can't do it or you don't like how much I'm going to pay you, I guarantee you one of those other 29 people is going to take what I'm offering.
Definitely.
And it's just because there's a lot more women getting into the workforce now, so you don't have those big salaried women. And again, going back to the millionaires part, most of the millionaire women tend to be the ones that got it through divorces. And so either they lose the money or even if they maintain the money, they're taking up a spot that they didn't wholeheartedly put in the work to earn themselves.
And even when they get the money, you see some people like you were talking about the lottery, how they go broke after a couple of years.
Yeah.
They don't have the financial knowledge and how to utilize it. Then more than likely she will end up going broke and spending all that money on bags, cars, experiences, and then what will happen is that she won't have enough money to maintain those things, and then she'll have to start selling them. So yeah, it's a slippery slope with that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. It really is.
But to sum it all up, men work harder jobs that require more certifications, or they work harder jobs that women just simply don't want to do because there's a smaller pool of applicants that are willing to work those sort of jobs. Those jobs have a higher pay rate, and even though there's less men working in that, there's less people working in that field because it just happens to be more guys than girls. It drives up the guy number. So Bill Gates, any male billionaire that you can think of, is factored into the guy side. I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you can't name a woman billionaire.
Oprah.
That's the only one that comes to mind. And a lot of people, ever since her show stopped airing, they don't even pay attention to that. Somebody might guess Ellen. Who knows? But
she's a millionaire.
I know, but that's when women think of money, that might be like you're thinking talk show host, somebody you see a lot of.
Yeah.
So that's really it. You don't know any like big tech company CEOs that happen to you, or CFOs, or anybody in an investment firm or anything like that.
And like I think a good argument against that, like the statistic thing, is that if women are cheaper to hire, why isn't all businesses just ran by women because they're just cheaper labor?
That is a fair argument. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now the issue with that is The fact that
they're not gonna work as hard, or they're not gonna show up.
Either they're not as either the ones that try aren't as qualified.
Yeah.
The ones that are already in the field happen to be men already.
Mm-hmm.
Women tend to be more emotionally charged in certain situations. So if she doesn't like the job or she doesn't like the way she's going to be treated, she's more likely to quit. A guy's just going to grit his teeth and bear it more so. Now, not to say he's going to do it every time, because obviously that's not the case. But think about if you were to go out to eat. Oh, well, maybe not you particularly, but most of the time when if a guy goes out to eat with his girlfriend or whatever and he gets the wrong plate, he's probably just going to eat the damn plate. But his girl is going to be more so to be like, babe, is that what you ordered? And she'll be like, excuse me, he actually got the chicken parmesan. I'm not sure what that is, but can we get that switched out? He's gonna sit quietly. He's just gonna eat the plate and then pay at the end as though that was what he ordered. Yeah. More often than a woman would. Even if you say, okay, guys won't do it all the time. Okay, they're more likely to do it in general, by and large, than his girlfriend would be.
Yeah. It's usually just me. Most of the time, it's just me. I just be on some picky shit. Like if I order a burger with something specific on it or something specific off it and that shit's on there, best believe I'm raising my hand and waiting to get called on. Just saying.
I understand.
Hell yeah. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
So you think, you know Brittany Griner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know her. So you think that...
Training him for the Merchant of Death was a great idea? Oh no, my fault.
Maybe. Okay, yeah. We're gonna get to that. So, but the first question is: do you think she would have been traded out if she wasn't a
basketball player?
No, if she wasn't a gay woman of color.
Oh, I think you were gonna take that angle. I think her notoriety mattered more than the fact that she happened to fall into those minority groups, and they all.
So you think it just so happened to be a coincidence?
Yeah, I think the fact that she was like when most girls think basketball,
Uh-huh.
they either think of like Sue Bird or somebody's name is eluding me right now, or Brittany Griner.
Sue Bird?
Yeah, maybe
Related to old buddy?
I don't think so.
Is his name Larry Bird?
Yeah, I feel like it's different though. I don't know. I never delved. I don't watch very much women's basketball.
You don't?
I'm more likely
just
to
like
watch
everybody
college.
else.
Like I watch girls March Madness, but I don't really watch NBA games like that. I try to catch a WNBA game every now and then, but it just doesn't pique my interest.
Yeah.
Particularly from my standpoint, what I enjoy watching, I enjoy. Like I'm a defensively minded player. When I watch the game, I love seeing good defense. Of course, you're going to see people hit crazy shots, and I love seeing those too. I love seeing people throw down dunks, but I also love seeing somebody get down in their stance to get a steal, go down, and just boom it.
Yeah.
Hit a windmill, tomahawk, whatever the case, doesn't matter. In the girls' game, if they get a steal, they go down the court, they lay it up. Cool. But it's disheartening when you see them over the course of the game and like in one quarter, there's 3 fast break layups that get missed.
Yeah.
It's like going from meth and going back to drinking like a Bud Light. That's a drastic change. Like meth puts you on a whole different level.
Bud Light.
You come right back down to a Bud Light. It's like, I mean, it's a drug, I guess.
Bud Light or Michelob.
No matter what it is, really any beer, any alcohol, any liquor you can think of. I don't know why I picked Bud Light. Anything that you can drink. Well, not everything you can drink, but most things you can drink. Commercially.
Piss water.
Commercially. Commercially, it's probably going to be worse for you than meth.
Lean.
Isn't going to be as crazy as meth.
Wait, whoa. Oh.
Yeah, I know. So I said, it's going to be worse than meth.
I thought you said Wow, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. Wow.
It's like going from eating a regular bag of Doritos to getting like fat free. It's still Doritos technically.
Yeah.
But when I've always eaten the ones that had fat in them, so why would I want the fat free ones?
Definitely.
Like if they're there, I'll have them and I'm hungry.
So you fuck with Bud Light?
I haven't reached a point in life where I enjoy beer yet.
Yet?
I'm sure it happens to guys at some point. I've heard that it like you have to reach a certain age. It's like a maturity thing. I don't feel like it's a maturity thing. I think it's just like more of like a biological thing. Like once you reach a certain point in age, kind of like when I was a kid, I didn't like cherry flavored things. Now I love cherry flavored things.
Yeah.
I think it's just like your taste buds,
like your food palate.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think that it's a. I wasn't. I wasn't talking like a beer.
You're talking about like a political.
Maybe.
I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
Am I lost?
Maybe.
Maybe.
What the hell?
Tell me about it.
Wait, what were you saying?
Bud Light? You don't know about Bud Light shit?
The transgender situation
Yeah.
with Bud Light.
You don't know about that shit?
No, fill me in. Maybe I know and I just don't remember it.
Like the virtue signaling shit? You fuck with virtue signaling?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What am I talking about? just to pop quiz you real quick.
So you see it a lot more during the Pride Month, where the companies all pander towards a certain demographic of people.
Yeah.
Because it's their month, even though it's also men's mental health awareness month. But nobody cares about men. But the extreme pandering, nothing's crazier than to go and wait until the clock hits 11:59 and then watch midnight hit and everybody's logos change back to the regular.
Yes, every single one of them.
Like, bro.
It's just a marketing play.
Yeah,
exactly.
for real.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
It kind of backfired for Bud Light. Instead of making more money, it ended up
fucking them over.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't. Do you know about the specific situation though?
No, I don't. I glossed over it a little bit, but it wasn't one of those things. Something else was pressing in the news when it happened.
Damn.
And
but like, it's like, you ever heard of Dylan Mulvaney? It's a dude that is acting like a girl, and is like, I guess you can call those like transgender people.
Okay.
But so they decided to pick him as a spokesperson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, for Bud Light, and they was making commercials and shit presenting the Bud Light, and I believe they even had his face on there.
They did.
You know, on the actual can.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, so that was him?
I may not be correct on that.
I don't know.
I'm not real sure.
I knew they had something on their cans. I didn't know if it was a person or
I think it was like Dylan Mulvaney, and then like, which, I mean, if you think about it, where's their target group? Where's Bud Light's target group?
Yeah.
You think they're going to be fucking with a transgender on the damn Bud Light?
Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying?
Their target demographic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it backlash for them because, like I said, their whole entire fucking demographic is completely.
Whoever the marketing team was on that one dropped the ball.
Yeah,
you gotta know your people.
I think they just hired like a new marketer for that shit. They was like, we need to target new people for Bud Light.
Not realizing it alienates the people that you already had.
Yeah, definitely. That's wild.
You would think they would know that, though.
Yeah.
It seems so obvious to us now, but to a marketer probably in that moment, their sole objective wasn't to focus on the population that was already there. It was to drag more people in for more profit. So it didn't even occur at the time. Obviously, Pride time, perfect time to capitalize on something like that. But not understanding who your base audience is what hurt them in the long run, because whoever the marketing team was, they understood the assignment. If it's a general brand, like a clothing brand or anything like that, any general food brand, you probably get away with that, and it might not jump sales. It really depends on like what niche area you're in.
Yeah.
But it would benefit you. But for the sole fact that it was that particular and that brand of alcoholic company, it's like, dude, if you think of somebody that drinks a Bud Light, are you think of Luann? Are you thinking of Sue down the road? Are you thinking of Thomas sitting with his accounting degree at the desk? No. You think of somebody that just got off a 9-to-5 busting his ass, or somebody that's doing some farm work.
With some dirty ass hands.
Some calloused ass hands, exactly.
Yeah, not anymore.
Exactly. you think after he got off his 9-to-5, wants to pick up a can with a rainbow and drink straight out of it.
No.
After he sat there working with some oil or working with some dirt all day.
Yeah.
He wants to sit down, turn on the game with his rainbow can. Really?
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere, it's like back in school, I took all the business classes in school, and I think they said that 80% of business that comes from big businesses are comeback customers.
I believe it. Yeah.
So like
That does make sense.
80% of the people that they get their business from is people that already purchased from them beforehand.
Yeah. And it makes the most sense because it's one of those things where it's like there's only 7 billion people, 8 billion people on the planet, period. So you can only make so many first-time sales.
Yeah.
And like that, similar to that, previously, like things like furniture used to be made way more sturdy. But the reason why companies stopped making it sturdy was because you could only make so many sales. Because they were making furniture that would last an entire lifetime.
Yeah.
And if I sell this bed to you and you never come back to buy another bed when you move because your bed is still standing just as sturdy as when you first bought it, did I make a damn good bed? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But that also means I only got to sell you for $400 instead of you coming back and giving me another $400 for the same bed frame later on. And so mass production of it.
Definitely. For sure. Like this sofa right here, this is one of these expensive ones. For real. So that shit's built to last. This ain't no Ashley, sir.
He's in furniture making. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that shit.
But I guess that's why they would charge so much of a premium for it, because they know that it's a one-time deal.
And then so they bump that shit up.
Yep, it's built to last.
For sure.
If I can't sell it to you 2 or 3 times, I'm going to charge you 2 or 3 times worth of the price.
Exactly. Damn, bro.
I think that's the same thing that carriers are with like cars in some cases.
Yeah.
Build quality's not.
What's your favorite car? What car would you want if you had all the money in the world and you can buy what the fuck ever?
See, I don't know. It's kind of gay, but when I was a kid, I used to have a toy.
Kind of gay?
Not the good kind. I used to have a toy Mini Cooper. So obviously I'm a massive human being, so a Mini Cooper is not a practical car for me.
Yeah, but you would want a Mini Cooper.
Like just to go drive on some road, some side road somewhere. I don't know.
In a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, in a Mini Cooper. Just one time.
Not a Lamborghini.
I mean, obviously, we love the supercars, but that's the nostalgia talking to me. I've been liking the 2-door coupes, like a Scion. What's it called? One of them got discontinued.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to get into I'm liking 2-door cars a lot more, especially like the closer to the ground, the more comfortable it's looking. I like it.
Yeah, I fuck with the Supras.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, sir. The new Supras, those shits are hard. I kind of don't fuck with the old Supras though.
Really?
Yeah, I fuck with how some of them some people super them up and they got like 1,000 horsepower, and those shits go crazy. But I don't see myself driving one of those. I'm more of like a modern car kind of guy.
Same here.
Fair.
Definitely. Like the modern headlights and the modern interior. I like that stuff.
I used to be as a kid growing up, I loved the headlights of the car because to me, I internalized cars as like a motorized human in a way, not in like a weird sense, like not fucking cars, but you know, like the
like the car has a personality or something.
And like the headlights are the eyes of the car, and the grill is like the nose, the mouth area, the smile. So if I'm gonna get a car, it has to have nice eyes. That was always the thing. It's got to have nice eyes.
So you fuck with the Mini Cooper because they got the nice eyes, and you just fell in love with them from the store, didn't you?
It was love at first sight.
Oh shit!
So like the meaner the car looks these days.
Yeah, hell yeah. I be seeing people like mean up their Jeeps.
Oh yeah, with the mean looking headlights. It literally looks like a face.
It literally does. Killing it.
Killing that shit. Bro, you ready to play some chess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Ready to fuck up some chess? Are you gonna beat me?
I don't know. I don't know how far out of my prime I am.
Really?
I might be in my twilight years. I don't know. I might be LeBron. I might be like LeBron and have my
you may
the same.
For sure. And I might be Brittany Griner.
Oh, weak.
Yeah, that sucks. That fucking LeBron is getting paid way more than Brittany Griner.
Crazy.
She should be getting paid way more.
They're like the same height too. Yeah. Brittany Griner might be an inch taller than him.
Damn.
And she has more hair than him.
Yeah. Damn it. This is just part 1 though. We'll wrap this shit up for now. Just for fucking now.
Yep.
you better go watch this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
For real.
Right the fuck now.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Antihero podcast. As always, it's your host, Wraith. Today, my two lovely special guests, shout y'all out one more time.
Carson Tyler Bowman / Barson
Seth Bradley Isaac.
/
Kenneth.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
And this has been another episode of the Antihero podcast, man.
I fuck with it. And I fuck with you, David Goggins. Keep doing what the fuck you're doing. And I'll do more push-ups, I promise.
Oh, yeah. And
Hell yeah.
if for some odd reason, in the infancy of the podcast, you made it this far into the episode,
Yeah.
we love you.
We love you.
Make sure you
for
go ahead
real.
and like and subscribe. I know nobody really comments, but if you could leave a comment and just tell us you made it this far,
Definitely.
I'd love to shout you out next time.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And we'll catch you in the next one.
And we'll catch you in the fucking next one. We still got to do the shout-outs. Who the fuck are we shouting out this time? Oh, yeah, the guy that fucking invented Viagra.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fuck you, though. Because, you know, there's been a lot of heart problems with your shit. So, David Goggins, of course. Shout out Joe Rogan. But fuck you. Nah, not really. Because we fuck with you, Joe Rogan. But we trying to make it out here.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Do you have anything you want to say? Anything at all? Okay, so shout out fucking who the fuck is our damn sponsors today? Oh, the Wholehearted Entertainment Podcast. That's a good one.
Yes, that's who set we're on right now. They were lovely enough to loan me the opportunity to come out here and enjoy the festivities. These art pieces are truly exquisite. Honestly, it's better in person than I thought.
Much
Obviously,
appreciated.
It was an interesting set that I did watch. When I watched the episode, I was like, oh, it's interesting that they have art up there. I wonder who makes it, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, I wonder how the room looks as a whole.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it exceeded expectations because it looks like Da Vinci-esque talent just went to town in here and just truly enjoyed themselves and expressed themselves all across the walls. And there's
Okay.
also a lot more artwork. You guys can't see it and take it all in, but if you were here, you would love it even more than what you see behind me.
Yes, sir. I fuck with this guy. I do fuck with this
He's
guy.
a real one.
Any friend of Tony Black is a friend of mine. Okay, we'll catch you on the fucking flip side. Y'all take it easy. We already said what the fuck we needed to. This guy's the man. Go follow his shit. It's going to be in the fucking link or whatever. Y'all are fucking cool. I really thought there was something else I had to fucking say, but I think I'm just too stupid to fucking even think about. Fuck it.
It's all right, man.
We'll say it on the next podcast. We'll catch you on the next fucking podcast.
Hell yeah.
We're definitely going to get you on again. No fucking choice.
Peace, guys.
Peace the fuck out.